In a realm where cybertech grows on everything from plants to animals, the tech gods have given their gifts to the world. Now it's time for a few select heroes full of cybertech augments to return the favor. Starring BVB.
I'm Deuce, the half-orc Eldritch Knight.
The Chaddest Chad.
Grim Crashed, the Loxodon Barbarian.
Sangretti.
I'm playing Henry. I'm a bugbear who likes to smash stuff, and I'm rapidly becoming more metal than man.
Falsham Art.
I'm playing Garfalgar, the Nature Cleric.
And guest Dungeon Master, Ethan S. Brewerton.
What's up? I'm playing everything else.
Welcome to the Cyberwilds.
Let's try this again. You know what? These we're not saving these VODs. We're not gonna. It's fine. Don't worry. It's this. Yeah. All right. Let's go around the table once again. You know what? We will start this time. Beeve, the illustrious Beeve. Who are you playing?
I'm first, huh? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm Deuce, the half-orc Eldritch Knight. I have 3 cybernetic limbs. I have a arm and 2 legs that are metal and strong, and they're gonna hurt people. And yeah,
Very good. Very good. Chad, let him know who you're playing.
Grim Crashed, the Loxodon Barbarian.
And Sangretti, who you playing?
I'm playing Henry. I'm a bugbear who likes to smash stuff, and I'm rapidly becoming more metal than man.
I think we all are. I will just, just for ceremony of this whole thing, I'm Jeff. Like I said, I normally DM these things, but I'm a player this time. I'm playing Garfalgar, the Nature Cleric. I have a robotic arm. I also have robotic legs, because I've played this character once before in the Cyberwilds, and I got cut in half. So now I have robot legs. And finally, introducing our guest DM for the next 3 weeks is personal friend of mine, Ethan S. Brewerton. Say hello.
What's up? I'm playing everything else.
Everything.
So
Yep. Even the weather.
Accurate.
yeah, even the weather. Yeah.
I'll turn it over to you now, good sir. It's your show now. Take it away.
Oh, sweet. I get to hijack your channel.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you everybody for coming out to watch. Thank you for everybody who's playing. A little bit of ground.
You're welcome.
Thanks. A little bit of ground rules before we get started. As you might have guessed by some of the dialogue before the stream and during the stream, stuff is dangerous in here. I will not hesitate to kill you or severely maim your characters. And if I think that it's plausible that that something terrible would happen to your character, that won't be what happens. But on the other side, I do use the X card system. If something's making you uncomfortable and you would rather just skip past it, just type an X into chat and we will all, or message me personally, and we will just skip forward. All right.
Can we have safe words?
That's basically what it is. X is our safe word.
My safe word is anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Good. We won't get confused.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
So another thing that I wanted to try out for this whole series is I'd like to keep like mechanics and number talk to a minimum, just to like help with immersion. So instead of being like I have +5 to whatever to athletics, you can be like I'm very good at it. I'm trained in it. That kind of verbiage, wording. Yeah, if that's cool with everybody.
Yeah, I'm Michael Jordan.
Yeah, perfect.
Fast.
If you want to make a roll for something, please just make a roll. I'll also allow you to make rolls with your skills to figure out stuff about the enemy, such as like special abilities they might have, attacks that they might have, how tough they are, that kind of stuff. Because things are dangerous and you need to know what's dangerous and what's not. And I like to be able to describe things as scary, but for you to overcome it. But also there might be something that comes up that you might not be able to handle quite yet. Because I like to play a little sandboxy, though these sessions will be a little bit more directed than usual. And are we just going to do inspiration just from chat stuff, or do you want to use the normal inspiration ground rules kind of stuff?
Don't think any of
that's
us
up
are
to
bards.
you. I put it so personally when I DM, I put it as the a chat reward, primarily because I very frequently forget about it as a mechanic. So I figure the chat will save us in that regard. But yeah, I mean, if you want to do it normally,
no.
that's your show,
I would.
Man.
The reason that inspiration is in my notes is because I always forget. So I was going to say to remind me to give you inspiration, but instead, chat. Give the players inspiration when they deserve it, or even when you just want them to succeed. Please do that. That way, I don't need to remember, they don't need to remember, and we just do this thing.
Right.
All right, cool. So I guess now we just get into the description of what's going on. So, Garthulgar, you had your past that maybe we'll learn more about during the session. And I'm going to assume that you met up with Deuce and Grim in your journeys after you woke up in a different place, having your legs replaced and an arm. And, well, you already had your arm. And you actually, Garthulgar specifically, one day you're hanging out at this tavern in a city within the conquered world, the civilized world, where there isn't a whole lot to do. And a mechanical bird landed and kind of like opened its mouth and then printed out a note and just like coughed it at you, basically, onto the table that you were sitting at.
Okay.
And
is it like
when
dot
you pick
matrix printer?
Yeah, exactly. It's very loud as it prints it. Just like it's just a little bird. And on it there is a very welcoming title on the top of it that just says Hodios. It kind of looks like some kind of letterhead for like a business or something, honestly. And on it says, please report to Hodios 004 for your for a mission.
Cool. I remarked to myself, hey, how do they fit so much paper inside of a small bird? And then I'll down the rest of my beer and set off for Hodios.
Nice.
I got nothing
So,
going in my life.
For the sake of expediency, I'm going to just assume that Grim and Deuce are you met up with them, you guys made friends, and you're going with them. Is that cool?
Yes. Yep.
Cool.
Or
So,
something else.
I know that I sent you all a little description of the world, but for everybody else out there, the whole the civilized world is kind of boring, honestly. If you're looking for adventure, it's all kind of been settled. It's kind of like a utopia, and the only place for adventure is on the outskirts. In one of the sections of the outskirts of civilization, it's known as the Cyberwilds. It's where the highest concentration of metal organisms and natural organisms have kind of like intertwined, and people aren't exactly sure why that is, though they say that it has to do with the entities that we know them as machine gods, which for all intents and purposes might as well be gods compared to the average person. though they vary on their influence and power. And Garthilgar is going to lead Deuce and Grim out through basically into a jungle and through a path. And you guys travel for a couple days until eventually it kind of opens up into some plains where you can see like a jungle on the other side. And above the tree line, you can see a bronze statue raised above the tree line, glinting in the sun. It's a statue of what we would recognize as people in this world. We would recognize as like a Spartan soldier with a spear and shield, the circular shield raised above its head, kind of blocking out the sun, with a big spear pulled back like it's going to throw it into the sky. And as you approach, you realize that statue is enormous. However, you are noticing that raised up, and as you venture closer, you can now see that there is a white stone ziggurat in the center that the statue is on top of, and the ziggurat also has these bronze inlays, like designs in it. The ziggurat is about 80 to 100 feet tall, and the statue is another 80 feet on top of that. As you get closer, you can see that around the ziggurat are these bamboo and straw huts with these tribal-looking people that have various parts of themselves replaced, though no one nearly as augmented as yourselves. Maybe they'll have like a hand. A few of them you'll see that look like they might have come from civilization from where you've come from. They might have like an arm or a leg, but nobody has like more than one that you can see as you walk in. And you are greeted extremely hospitably. People approach you with food and you don't understand their language, but they're offering you food and water. And I'll give you a moment, Garthilgar, if you want to like do any RP stuff, but that's just what's happening. Or if people want to ask Garthilgar, because correct me if I'm wrong, Jeff, but well, what did you tell Deuce and Grim to get them to come out here?
Probably I would have, like, if we had met up before I got the note, I would have just said, if you think it's good here, let's go to a place where we can fight all day long and get treated like kings. We don't have to pay for food or beer or anything. These people treat us like gods out in the wilds just because we've got these metal arms. And then, our reception is very much just everybody like fawning over us.
Yeah, pretty much. If there's anything that Deuce or Grim you want to do, feel free to just speak up. But otherwise, you guys continue forward, and you're greeted by a priest of some kind who has like a bunch of mechanics on his head, along with about a dozen, not servants, but like acolytes, and they're all greeting you very warmly. Though this time, instead of like your first time, Garthilgar, where they led you to a hut, they actually gesture you to follow them to go up the ziggurat.
Oh, rad.
But again, they don't.
For sure.
Yeah, they don't speak a language that you guys know. Because this is Hodios was actually discovered by a tribesperson from here going out and finding civilization and then bringing people back here. And so you're led up the ziggurat from up on high. On the ziggurat, you can see that there is an elven woman with cyber eyes as she's looking over like a bunch of looks like metal scraps like out on a table. And she's kind of like going back and forth, like maybe she's trying to figure out how to put it together. It's not really, you're not really sure. You guys aren't, think any of you would have any indication of like, and you guys don't have any mechanical inclinations, right?
No.
Okay.
I
So
like to study like a lot of the mechanics from Real World, but I don't really have a full grasp on them yet, or enough of a grasp to see what she's.
right. So yeah, she's doing cool stuff as far as Deuce is concerned. It sounds like, but you're not really sure what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're walking up these steps that have these bronze overlays or inlays, sorry, you're coming up on these big bronze doors that have just like a bunch of symbology on them, and they start to open into the ziggurat, and you can hear the sounds of like mechanical whirring and the hissing of pistons as you are gestured to go inside by the high priest.
We're just getting a whole bunch of inspirations real quick.
Oh, and actually, before there, as you get to the top, Henry is standing there. And Henry, you have been asked to join these three on whatever they're doing. Like, it wasn't really clear. It was kind of like there was a lot of pointing and gesturing, and then like pointing up to the ziggurat until eventually you like came in and went up the side and waited at that point for them to show up.
So real quick, it looks like we all have
Bardic?
we all have all inspiration.
Nice.
I don't know why my stuff is
It'll be
showing.
all that more epic when I fail doing the task anyway.
It's on that one. I'm just going
Does
through the scenes real quick because some of them, for some reason, my overlays aren't showing on.
They are now. They've been fixed. Oh, no, it's not. Oof.
Yeah, on this one, on the main scene, and on when Ethan is up there, it doesn't show, but that they should be showing, and I don't know why they're not.
It works. So does anybody have any questions before we continue?
You said we're going up the ziggurat, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm good.
This lady made it or introduced herself. Is she going to give us like an introduction or?
Oh no, she's like down in the village. Like you were just going up and you could see like down into the village a little bit better. Your vantage point was better, and you could just see this woman, and she had like all these pieces laid out on a table, and she seemed to be like maybe trying to put them together or see what fit. Like maybe she's trying to make something. It's not really very clear. She just looks out of place because she's dressed in like a button-up shirt with like an apron on the front with like tools in the apron, and then she has like these cyber eyes that kind of telescope in and out. All right, so if there aren't any more questions, then you enter the ziggurat under the watchful eyes of many of the denizens of this town. It's a small village. I forgot to mention that it's only like maybe 1,500 feet across, like in a circle, like the whole thing.
Damn.
So it's maybe like a couple hundred people at most.
Should we approach the lady since she looks out of place?
Well, you guys were ushered like up this ziggurat, so you're like halfway up it. Well, like how Chad has in his background, you can see that ziggurat has like that doorway at the top. That's kind of where you are, like right underneath the statue that's standing on top of it. So later, you can, if you come out of here, you can talk to her if you want.
She's a ripper, Doc.
Yeah.
So, do you guys go into this ziggurat?
Oh hell yeah!
Henry
like
has
the
no qualms. There's food
first-
on this train.
True.
This is like the first time, like we've ever consciously gone inside of one of these things, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just excited.
Nice. All right. So as you walk in, the door shuts behind you, and it's dark other than the end of the hallway is glowing, and actually it's like, I guess the stairs leading downward, and at the bottom of the stairs is light coming up, this like golden light, and you can hear like the hissing and the whirring and the clicking of metal from down there.
Now,
Is it like pitch black, or is dark vision still useful?
Dark vision's still useful.
Is the elven lady leading us, or is she like standing at the top, just being like, "All right, now just"?
She's
go in
nowhere
there."
near you. She's down in the town.
Oh,
Just
I
I
thought
was
she
telling
led
you
us up there.
because no, that was the priest led you up there.
Oh, is he leading us into the temple, or is he?
No, he didn't come inside with you.
So he's just like, "All right, just go on in."
Yep. He just gestures, does one of these. I'm not used to having a camera on when I'm GMing anymore, so I keep forgetting that I can do like gestures and stuff.
It's hard to get used to, and it's even
Yeah.
worse when you get used to it, and then you do the gestures without the camera on, and you're like, "Oh, why don't you see my hands?" Oh yeah, because I forgot to turn on the camera.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you guys are alone inside of this stone structure with these machine sounds coming from the bottom of the staircase that's like 70 feet down, and there's just this light glowing from the bottom.
Henry is just gonna fearlessly push forward. He was ushered in here for some reason, so he's gonna go so he can get his food.
Nice.
It's fair.
Is everyone just gonna watch this random bugbear that you don't know his name walk down these stairs into the light?
Oh
by
no, I'm gonna
himself?
follow. I'm gonna follow him. I kind
And
of
he's-
I have like a necklace on that's got, it's like a tree, but instead of having like branches and leaves, it's like the top half of a cog. It's the like the nature cleric symbol that I
Oh, that's
of
cool.
for like
Nice.
this cyber world. So I'm just
Nice.
I don't even think he's conscious of it, but like Garthlogar kind of like, he like grabs or like rubs the his holy symbol a little bit as he like walks in there, because he's like,
Mhm.
we're going in here alone. The only other times I've been in one of these places, like I've lost consciousness and woke up immediately with a new robotic limb. So I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm down for it. I'm gonna follow, but
Right.
just like grabs onto his holy symbol a little bit as a comfort device.
I'm going to trail about 15 feet back.
All right. Deuce.
I'm basically sprinting in there because I'm super excited about what could possibly be in there.
Nice. So as we get to the bottom, I know that we did a little bit of character introduction, but I don't know that we really went over like physical descriptions very much. So in order that you went down there, so Henry, as you step into this golden light, can you just describe your character for us?
Sure. Henry is a very tall bugbear, very tall, somewhere around 6.25, 6.5 feet tall. He's fairly well, yeah. I guess that's short for a bugbear. He's about 300 pounds, very long limbed. His legs have kind of instead of the fur that you would see across the rest of his body, they're almost flesh like. And there's all kinds of seams on them that don't quite make sense. And his left arm is encased in a lance. It's like there's a mounted weapon there.
Nice. Does he like? I'm curious about his fur, like on his head. Does he like style his hair at all, or is it just kind of like wild?
Think like 50s greaser slick back.
Nice. Got to keep it out of your face. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. Can't smash with it in his face.
Makes sense. So I'm going to assume that Deuce actually outpaces Garthlogar, since Garthlogar is a little bit hesitant. So Deuce, what do you look like as you step out into this light?
First thing you'd see is the tip of my head reflecting a ton of light because it's all his hair. He doesn't actually have hair. He's basically bald, but he has metal spikes for hair, and he has glowing white eyes, like no pupils. He's just completely white eyes. He's a half orc, so but he mostly looks human except for like his jaw and his teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Super tall. He's like 6'6". 250 pounds. He's not like super ripped. He's not quite as big as Bugbear is, but he's pretty strong. Wears chainmail. 3 cybernetic limbs, and one just his left arm is it's reversed on my screen, but yeah, it's his left arm is just like pristine, like nothing's wrong, like it's just his flesh arm, but there's no like scarring or anything like that. And then he has in his right arm is where he carries his two-handed concussive hammer, which is his fixed weapon, and then he has 2 cybernetic limbs, and yeah, that's pretty much him.
Cool. And then we have Garthelgar.
Garthelgar looks pretty much just like the picture that I got right here. He's starting to bald a little bit up top, it's like these little temples, they go back real far. He's got like the little wisp of hair in the back, but he's got long hair that he pulls back into one of those, like the top half of his hair is like in a ponytail, but like the mullet part is just like free, like flows down his back. It goes down probably to about his shoulder blades. But as a dwarf, he's much shorter than everybody else.
Right.
He's like less than 5 feet tall. I think he's like 4'9", something like that. A pretty short guy. But he's got his robotic arm. His right arm is a prehensile whip, so it can like curl around things and kind of act kind of like a hand. I mean, it doesn't have like digits on it or anything, but he can like hold a mace in it if he wants to. But it can also, like, it's like a whip, so you can also use it to like trip people and like, smack people around and stuff.
Right.
And he also has, like I said in my intro, he's been here before to Hodios, the town. And he was cut in half by a goblin samurai, if I remember correctly. And he now has robotic legs that have, I think a lot of us have this add-on, but he's got like pneumatic like piston things that can like make him run faster in his robotic legs. Yeah, he wears he's got plate mail. I drew him with chainmail, but that's before I learned that I could get plate mail. So he's got plate armor.
That's just what
and
you wear
he's
under
got
your plate mail.
Yeah,
Just makes
it's my under armor.
Yeah.
Not branded, not sponsored. But yeah, he also.
But if they want to sponsor.
Yes, please sponsor us. I will wear your products. But he also has a shield. He's a shield and a warhammer as like his clerical like standard weapons before he was like roboticized in any fashion. He still carries those. But I think mostly he uses just the shield and his whip for the most part these days.
Cool. And Grim, as you lazily step after the group, what do you look like as you come into the light?
So I'm going to have to do this from memory because we didn't save the information we put together. But if I remember correctly, he is a nomadic Loxodon barbarian. Unremarkable from other Loxodons other than the fact that he has a massive cybernetic arm on his right side. I believe he's 8 foot 9 inches or something like that, and 347 pounds
Big
with
boy.
alabaster skin and bullet gray. I want to say a mohawk.
I did draw him with a.
I
Very
dig that.
cyberpunk. I like it.
And I think that pretty much wraps it up. Just a normal guy with a really big arm.
How was it that the Lexodon ended up looking the most cybernetic somehow?
Oh, and he speaks in grunts and nods.
Awesome.
I'm going to have to break from that a little bit to make things work.
So
The guy with the intelligence of 8 who just chooses to speak in grunts.
So I think we all know a person like that, really,
That's me.
in real life.
If I'm not on
So-
stream, I'm just like,
Yeah. So as you guys get to the bottom of the stairs, you can see what's causing this light. there are all these bronze like metalwork, like intricate gears and pistons, all working constantly. And there's this light that's just kind of like reflecting off of all of them. It might be like, it seems like there's a light that's coming from like above. That might be sunlight. It might be a synthetic light. It's not really clear. But from within it, you can hear a voice.
A voice.
We lost his
Welcome,
audio.
travelers,
Oh, there it is.
those most precious of the world. I hope our accommodations have been to your liking. I have called upon you to solve a problem. Do you accept these terms?
Yes.
What terms?
The terms of the safety of my village in exchange for you solving a problem of ours.
Sounds pretty unfair, but let's go.
I
What's
just
the payout?
nod in agreement.
Henry is bone silent.
So we're being altruistic now?
That's up to you.
Hey, you can be whatever you want to be.
Hmm.
Like I said, I've been here before. I've been treated very fairly, and when I nearly died, they gave me these cool robot legs. So yeah, I'm in. I got.
You guys are free to talk amongst yourselves. Sorry.
I am super excited to see what's deeper in. So, I mean, even though it sounds
Yeah.
like a pretty like, what are we getting out of it situation? I'm still in. I'm getting a history lesson / information on the old world here.
Call to arms to save the village.
Yeah, Henry's bone silent, just waiting to be told what to do.
Mm-hmm. And
Eat more.
Grim, you seemed okay.
I am. There you go. That says it all. Mm.
I look back to him and go, mm-hmm.
Mm. And I wiggle my eyebrows. Wait a minute.
Does he have eyebrows?
I don't know. I didn't look.
Two
He's got
elephants.
eyebrow ridges.
Yeah.
To the north, there is something that is destroying our lovely view. I'd like you to go and investigate and report back on whatever you find. Is this something that you could accomplish?
Oh, so we have to leave the thing we're in. Okay.
So my inner monologue's wondering if we have to take down a mountain or something at the moment.
Henry's gonna open his
I hope
mouth
we don't
for the
have to
first
fight
time.
a Tarrasque.
Do I get to smash?
Well, there's
Most
probably not
likely, yes.
women there, but yeah.
Henry, go.
To the north.
Let's see what
was-
awaits us.
That was easy.
I owe you. I owe you my life and my legs. This is the least I can do to repay the village of Hodiot and your grace.
I go where Garth goes.
Do they have any horses so we can move quicker?
Sounds like we are in agreement.
And now you guys are exiting the ziggurat. You have no idea how you got there. But just like in an instant, you're just exiting the ziggurat. And you can see that there, like a little bit of time has passed, if any of you are knowledgeable about how nature works, like tracking the sun and all that. And you can see that like the majority of the village is like standing around the ziggurat, like looking up, like they were waiting for you to come out.
Go back to your huts. Weirdos.
Weirdos.
You weirdos. We will have transportation, right? Are we getting that giant robotic spider thing again?
Was it Herbert?
Yeah, Herbert.
Hubert?
Hubert.
Yeah. if you want to take him. So
We shouldn't want to take him though.
you don't want to take him?
You're making it sound like we shouldn't.
Oh no,
want
trust you. You absolutely want to take this gem along with you.
Yeah, it's amazing. He's a giant robotic spider.
Who
I'm
will
on.
carry your corpse back to town? You may get revived. Ask Garthelgar. It has
Yes.
happened to him.
It has. I'm just glad the people I was with that survived remembered to pick up all my entrails.
Stuff them
Although
back in.
I do seem to digest food a little bit quicker. I think they may have missed something. I may have missed a couple feet of my intestines, but that's okay.
So
Let me go check with that goblin.
He's just like wearing it as a necklace.
The priest seems to be like doing some kind of blessing on you as you're leaving the ziggurat.
Can I
What
tell
would you
what he's
all like to
doing
do?
to us since I'm a cleric?
Go ahead and make me a religion roll.
Well,
You're not really sure. It's like some kind of rite probably. You know that it's very rare for somebody to enter the ziggurat, so it probably has to do with that maybe. But it's really hard to understand without knowing the local language. So what would you all like to do?
Is our transportation ready?
Haven't gotten there yet. Unless we want to just fast forward to that, we can.
I was gonna say like probably just prepare for the journey, all that kind of stuff.
What do you do to prepare?
Down check my story here. I mean, I guess normally I would be taking a grappling hook and some rope, but my cyber whip can go out to 60 feet, so I don't think I actually need a grappling hook and rope, do I? I mean,
Probably not.
I can just cyber whip and pull myself up with the winch capability.
Yeah.
I don't need you need a 10-foot pole.
You're going to be going into a
we-
jungle.
True. Can we get like machetes for bushwhacking?
If you'd like.
Henry is carrying a regular adventurer's pack, so I have 50 feet of rope and some rations and stuff like that.
Yeah, I do have some rope. I also have an explorer's pack. I normally also get the grappling hook, but I don't need that because cyber whip.
And you have the survival skill, right?
I am true. Yes, I am. I'm very good at survival. As well
Henry
as
is
first
decent
aid. I'm
at
good at medicine.
survival.
Trained in medicine as well, and nature. Yeah. These cyber legs have also made me pretty good at athletics.
So you can get pretty much anything mundane for free. So like food, rope, like whatever you need. Outside of things that are a little bit harder to produce, like full plate armor, or shields, or whatever. And obviously, it's within reason. Like you can't just be like, I want 10,000 feet of rope. You're probably not gonna be able to get access to that. But
I get 9,000 feet.
yes,
Sweet.
I don't know how you'll carry it.
No, actually, I was gonna say, so caltrops, I think, you get like a bag of them and dump them out, and it's like a 5-foot square area, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can I get like 10 bags of caltrops? Is that too many? If we're gonna be like leaving the village and then never coming back, we gotta stock up on caltrops.
Do you have hunting traps?
I do
give you-
not have honey hunt.
You can get up to 11 bags
Yeah,
of caltrops.
Henry has one. Has a hunting trap.
I figure if I'm going to use caltrops, I'll probably use like 5 bags at once.
Right. Oh, I forgot. I have all this stuff.
Unless for
So,
whatever
like-
reason we're in a 5-foot
Whoa.
hallway.
This is the kind of imagery that you're seeing when you're in this jungle. When you look off to the west, you can see like this mountain range over the river, because there's a river that runs right next to the town. And then just everything else is kind of just like general, like walking through the jungle. This is the kind of stuff that you're going to be seeing, just so that we're all on the same page. Though there would be some like all the trees kind of have like a vein of cybernetics to them, and you'll see like plants that might be entirely made of metal out there. And you would have seen that on your way in to town. I forgot to describe that.
Can we get a guide?
Um,
I'm your
Unfortu-
guide.
yeah,
I've been
Like,
here
I-
before. I know what's going on.
it's probably what Henry's for, possibly.
Henry is fairly familiar with the area because all he does is smash things and bring back the things so he can continue to eat.
Nice. So if you guys want to just head out, we can totally do that.
I think so. Do we want to divvy up the potions, or can I just buy some?
They don't have anything like potions or anything like that, but yeah, you can divvy those up however you'd like.
I think for the healing potions, everything's divisible by 4, right? So we could all take 1
Yeah.
superior, 2 greater, and 3 other healing potions.
Yep.
And the rest of them, I don't know. Did you guys see the message that I posted? I think it would be fun. So yeah, I posted in the group chat. I think it would be fun to give the potion of growth to Chad because he's already very large. I think that'd be fun. And then we also get 5 common or uncommon potions. And my suggestion was that we just get 5 potions of Hill Giant Strength, since I think we're all strength users. And I think it would come in handy for all of us to have a 21 strength at some point in the adventure. And it would give us 1 extra in case, we need an extra.
It gives you 2 extra because Henry doesn't want anything to do with them.
Damn.
What'd you say? A potion of growth?
Yeah.
How do you
Yeah.
how do you change the amount of that thing?
What do you mean?
If you said we're getting multiple health potions each, right?
Oh, yeah. So in the inventory section, there's like right on the left, like if you're looking at the stream, right to the left of where you like add a new thing in, you can change the number.
Yeah, it won't let me for some reason though. I'll
check
figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'm a big boy. Okay, I got it now.
Cool.
And so how many potions does that give each of us?
We'll have
For
1
healing-
superior, 2 greater, and 3 regular healing potions, I believe he said.
That's right.
1 superior, 2 greater, and 3 what?
Regular.
I'll hold on to 2 of the Hill Giant Strength ones since Dan doesn't want one.
Mm-hmm.
Henry doesn't want one. It's nothing about saying.
Well, you're the one who said it. Henry, yeah, fine. Henry doesn't want one. So Garthel
Okay.
we'll just hold up. I'm probably only gonna use like 1 if we like get into like a really bad situation. And we have a really strong barbarian guy who can do a lot of damage, so just figure I hold on to it for when he needs it.
I think you got
Ready to
3
roll up?
barbarian type guys. Yeah. Is everybody ready?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So, on your way out, Garthilgar heads towards a hut. I guess Henry is also knows what's up, so he'll go over there as well, I assume, or no? And in the hut is out comes a large cybernetic, spidery-looking robotic creature. It basically has 8 legs, but the center of it, where there'd be like a spider body, is just like a flat platform that stays perfectly level as it's walking. It chirps and beeps, kind of similar to like a droid or something. And there's like grinding noises that kind of sounds like a modem as it comes out. And it's almost like greeting you in the way that like an animal would, like a dog or something like that.
The very loyal spider platform.
How big is he again?
He is about 15 feet across. Very big.
Like his body or leg to leg?
Leg to leg. The body is about 5
all
feet
easily
wide,
fit on this
10 feet
thing, right?
long. What's that?
I'll easily fit on this thing.
Yeah, you guys, not easily, but because you guys are 4 relatively
Large.
big people, but yeah.
The dwarf can just grab onto a leg.
It's not super fast, but it handles the terrain really well.
I'm just like
So,
a young kid, like holding on to his dad's ankle, and the dad's gotta like limp around the house. I'm just like holding on to Hubert's leg.
Okay, I'm going to spend the next hour trying to climb on top of it.
Nice. I mean, it lowers itself if you want to get on.
The spider looks at Crim Crash like, oh, please God, no. Don't get on me.
It's big and strong. It can handle him.
When I do accomplish the feat, I'm going to use my 10 feet of hempen rope to tie myself down.
Wow.
I'm a little worried about this thing.
Nice.
Do you have a cybernetic limb? Just attach it to it, man. Grab on. Hold on. You should have gotten a cybernetic trunk.
You can you give me a sleight of hand check to see how well you tie yourself down?
Yeah.
Man, I wish we had thought about that. You get like a cyber whip.
Get out of
trunk,
here.
A prehensile cyber.
I'm
whip
never
trunk.
leaving this thing for 3 sessions.
We can't get him off it because none of us have the sleight of hand. To get him off. Oh,
Grim just like, do you just like mummify the bottom half of your body to Hubert, like with rope?
when we get there, he's just gonna guard the spider.
Can you fix the chat log on the stream?
Chat log on this. Oh, it's something.
Yeah, it's just talking about me using the bathroom.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know why it doesn't update when that's not the active window. It's very strange.
Are you guys all on the map, like with the hex map page?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I was not tabbed onto it, but yeah, I am.
All right, cool. Just making sure that because on the stream it's not showing up, but
Yeah, I don't know why these windows aren't updating. I have to be like actively like in it. I was messing
weird.
around with OBS scenes and stuff changed.
We'll get it together, Garthilgar.
So this is Hodios. That's where you're starting, and it just told you to go north. So
Wow, I just grew a pair of
Well, he said go
bazingas.
north. He said go north and that it was something blocking the view from town, right?
It said that it was going to ruin the view.
Oh, so from town, if we look north, like
That part wasn't clear. But if you look north, you don't see anything.
there's nothing like
Like-
immediately like, oh, there's the
No.
thing. Okay. I'm trying to remember. I think it was.
So we have to cross the river, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's a river. All right. So it's like north.
Is the spider
I have a
capable of
built-in
going?
snorkel, so we can go across. You guys will be fine.
Literally just has shrunk his.
Just imagine it from underwater and just a trunk coming across the river.
Just like a real elephant.
I'm getting on top of his trunk and holding on like a tree.
I mean, he's not that big.
Oh yeah, that's true.
He's only like 1.5 feet taller than you.
Yeah. All right.
'Cause you're also a
yeah.
big boy.
Does Hubert have the ability to cross the river?
Good
The
question.
bridge. that we
It hasn't
see?
really been tested, but yes, he does.
I'll give you the kiss of life, Deuce, if you start struggling on the way across.
How
Or
wide
don't
is this
swim.
river?
The river. It depends on where you try and cross, right? It could be as small as like 100 feet. It could be as wide as 500 feet.
I'd say we look for. I'm not as worried about the width as much as the stream, like how strong the current is. I would say we look for like a calm, shallow
A
section.
shoal.
Yeah.
A what?
A shoal.
What if we
Sure.
just send the spider out there, and then if it takes him away wherever he stops, or that's the part we can cross.
You're just gonna throw the spider in there and then we'll get back on when we get.
Yeah, whenever he runs aground, we'll know that's a safe area.
Okay.
That's an awful idea. What?
That's a bad plan.
All right, we're leaving the Lexodon on this side
I
of the
think
river.
Garthilgar does know that if you travel north along the river too far, there is a giant ass waterfall. So we might not want to do that.
If there's a waterfall, there's always something behind the waterfall, and I want loot. So
Yeah, it's webbing, right?
I don't think this robot spider has webs. No.
It's definitely not a literal spider. It just
Oh,
has 8
bitch.
legs and is like vaguely shaped, kind of like a spider.
Yeah.
Well, if
it's
you'd got that 900 feet of hemp and rope, we could have tied it to him.
True. My bad, y'all.
All right. So,
beat.
are you gonna go on? Are you actually gonna do the mission, or are you
Yes.
going to, like? I'm totally fine with whatever you guys want to do. I'm just asking.
I think
I say we head north so we find something interesting, and even if that's not the mission, we
yes.
decide
Roger
then.
that.
Let's
Why don't
just
we head towards the
blindly
mission,
head
and if we
north.
run into... Okay.
Yes, blindly
Do we
head
sing?
north towards the
Do
mission.
we know any songs on the way there? Does anyone have a song that we can sing? Cool.
I don't know any song.
Okay. Well, the dwarf
I
would be the
wish I
singer.
had stuff piped through Discord so I could play the elephant marching song. We'll get
All
some
right.
Jungle Book action.
So to the north.
All right. So, who's gonna be leading this? This
What's
pack.
up by the 4 non-blondes?
Aren't we all on? Hubert?
Henry can.
Up to
lead.
you.
He doesn't mind.
Okay.
Henry's just like ahead of the spider. We're all just being lazy and sitting on the spider.
Yeah.
That's up to you.
Yes.
Deal.
Sounds like it.
All right.
Lead away,
So
Henry.
I guess a survival for going through the jungle, right?
Yeah, but I roll it so that you don't know if you get lost or not.
Ooh.
Okie dokie.
This
Do
is
we
the
get a
one
roll
time where I'm
against
going to
you?
ask for an actual number. What is your survival bonus?
+3. I'm proficient with.
I have a
Cool.
+6 in survive.
Can we just add all ours together?
I mean, if you
Nay.
want to take the lead from Henry, you're welcome to. But nobody volunteered, so Henry was just doing what he do.
Yep.
I mean, I
You
did say
can
that
give
I was
Henry
the guide,
advantage.
and then our DM was like, "Henry's the guide," and I was like, "All right."
No, I said that he could be, like, because I wasn't going to volunteer anybody, but Henry was there. So
If you want to be the guide, go for it.
between the two of you, you can gain advantage, basically. So I'm going to roll that.
Let's work together, Henry.
Cool. So you guys travel to the north, and I normally for the 2 players that have played with me before. Normally, I have the players rolling for random encounters and stuff, but I'm going to do that behind the scenes because, yeah. So, you guys head north and you hit the river, obviously, straight away. Do you want to follow the river to try and find a good crossing spot, or would you like to try and ford it here?
Good
What are
crossing
the-
spot.
Yeah, what are the conditions? Is this a good crossing spot here?
That is a good question. That's a very good question. And I will divine such things.
As
It
you attempt
is-
to cross.
Yeah, it right here does not seem to be great. Let's see how.
Insight checks all around. Let's do it. We got this. We can tell.
However, as you travel a little bit, you do notice that within a couple miles, the river starts to widen and therefore become more shallow as it kind of starts running over a bunch of rocks. So it's a little bit slippery, but you could probably make it across pretty easily.
Let's do it.
All right, yeah.
Hubert, away.
So we have like this cinematic
Let's
shot
do it.
of Henry like marching out ahead across the river, going like ankle deep, and then there's the 3 of you on the back of this big spider creature, just like slowly stepping across with its sure feet, and you guys are just staying perfectly level. The Grim is just like tied to the back of it, just like wrapped a million times, I guess, wrapped in all 50 feet of his rope. And you guys get to the
I
other
believe it is.
side. The jungle is like it's very green as usual. However, there's like flowers and mushrooms and these giant ferns. I don't know. I said furs. And like grasses. There's also like some of those flowers are metallic and they kind of have like a little like Tesla arc in them. And there's like on the trees you'll see like different like plugs and stuff, which are charging locations for your cyberware. Yeah, so you guys head forward through all the gnarled roots, and there's no real like flat terrain here. It's all like up and down on these roots and rocks and cyber chunks, so like big metal pieces that look like components of something. Is there anything that anybody wants to do during this journey while we before anything might happen or whatever? I just realized the sound wasn't on.
So I have the Outlander background, so I think I can forage for like while we travel. That would really be the only thing.
Yeah, I mean you have food from Hodios, but if you just wanted to forage, that'd be fine too. So like as you're going through, like you see some like mushrooms that you can grab, some like fruit off of a tree that you can pull down.
I have an herbalism kit, by the way, too, if we want to use it.
Oh, nice.
It's just like that. It's kind of like that scene in Lord of the Rings where Merry and Pippin run into Sam and Frodo. They like fall off that cliff, and he's like, "Mushrooms!" He just grabs some mushrooms.
As you guys are, go ahead.
I have a very hot take on the Lord of the Rings, so I won't discuss it.
So, as you guys are traveling, it's now like the mid-afternoon, and you guys are starting to notice that there's these trails through the jungle, that seem to follow these like metal, what we would recognize as like a railroad, though it's like completely overgrown, half buried. A lot of the actual rails are like buckled up in these like arcs, and then like half buried, covered in moss and grass. And you can choose to like follow those, which it might be a little bit easier to follow because like there aren't as many trees grown up in that area. It almost seems like it's a walking path of like animals in the area. In the distance, you can hear like the sounds of birds, some electronic sounds, and also like occasionally you'll hear like roaring off in the distance, or like a loud bang or something. And yeah, if there's nothing that anybody particularly wants to do, we will continue on.
Do the tracks head northwards, like in the direction that we were traveling?
Yeah, they go. There's north and south, but you also see from where you come across them. Deuce can tell that there's actually like a fork up ahead, so it kind of like forks off towards the west northwest kind of area.
So
Does it-
on these game trails, are there any footprints or anything indication?
That's what I was going to ask. Is it seem like dangerously or dangerous animals or?
So your perception check reveals that you do in fact see footprints. Like something definitely comes through here, but I'll need a survival roll to find out more about that. Survival, nice. All right, so with a 14, you get that there are some small humanoid, some humanoids that are like 4 to 3 feet tall, something like that, and then there's some other humanoid that's more like closer to your size, but their feet are very angular, as if they're like probably cybernetic or something. You also see things like very large bird or maybe dinosaur footprints coming through here. And you also see, which are the most obvious, is there are like big humanoid footprints that are like, you're pretty sure that they're humanoid because of your survival training has kind of told you how to differentiate between like a quadruped and a biped. And that's the only way that you're able to differentiate that these larger footprints are in fact probably humanoid of some kind. Some kind of bipedal creature came through here with odd looking feet that look kind of geometric.
To me, that doesn't seem too dangerous. Nothing's too scary to worry about. I mean,
yeah. Your survival would tell you that it's unlikely that anything is like crazy dangerous, but like whatever that large thing is, it might be kind of dangerous. Like if you were to be caught unaware or something. Like, but you guys are all very experienced warriors. You can handle yourself in a fight pretty well.
Okay, I'm gonna go find like a pit of mud or something like that and roll around in it, doing elephant things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little concerned about cybernetic mosquitoes in the jungle.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of bugs.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, since I only got a 14 on my survival, I can't tell like what the individual tracks might be, like as far as like you said there's like some 4 foot tall, like maybe smaller humanoids. Like I can't tell if those are goblin feet, can I?
I will tell you, because you have some experience and a little bit of trauma, that they do not seem like goblins. They seem something similar-ish, maybe, but their feet are a little bit wider, maybe, and you can tell that they have like 2 toes instead of like a humanoid 5.
I think there's a harem of tieflings waiting for us, so I think we should move forward.
Henry tried to remember, based off the footprints, if it was worth smashing, and he got a 0, so he has no idea.
I say we move forward on the tracks.
Cool. So, you guys go forward on the tracks, and just before nightfall, you can start hearing the sounds of metal clanking and loud, like, thudding coming through the jungle.
It's a mech.
Probably, yeah.
Could be.
What would you guys like to do, if anything?
It's almost nighttime. You said like it's almost dark, or it is dark.
It's like maybe an hour, half an hour before dark, something like that.
And the sounds are coming towards us?
It's kind of static. Just like it just started all of a sudden. You can roll perception checks to try and figure out how far away it is, what direction, that kind of stuff.
How thick is the canopy above us?
Fairly thick.
We don't know anything.
Be nice if Henry still had Galder's tower.
Henry is actually going to break out in a straight sprint, and
Mhm.
as he's sprinting, all those seams and lines on his legs are just going to split apart, and out come his spider legs, and he's going to go up the side of a tree and start going and hanging from the canopy, investigating this noise.
Oh, cool. So yeah, you run up there into the trees as if it were the ground.
That's badly disconcerting.
I'm going to watch this athleticism at work and literally fall backwards on my butt watching him go up the tree.
Roll me a perception check, Henry. See if you can learn something else. Right now, everybody's having trouble dealing with the echo off the trees.
Oof.
Oh,
You've been here before. You know how this all goes. You know how the trees echo. You can tell it's coming from about 200 feet to your north to northeast. And you can tell that you can hear the sounds of creatures that you know are kind of like goblins, but they're more they're dumber basically, and they like to collect the trash and like the metal stuff around here, and like they try to like upgrade themselves basically. They may have a machine god because some of them seem to have from your memory, some of them seem to have a little bit like too good of stuff. But you know that they vary in size from, you know, like 3 to 4 feet tall all the way up to like 11 feet tall, the biggest ones.
Huge.
So since the legs are fully cybernetic, I assume there's like a pivot where I can just snap around, kind of like an owl, just flip.
Yeah.
Sure. And I want to flip back towards the party,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna say to them, "We go smash now," and
don't
point
wanna-
in the direction.
I don't want to go anywhere near Henry. He's freaking me out. He's got like owl mechanics and spider legs, and he's
Yeah,
hairy.
because you're totally normal.
I am. I'm the most normal of the group, to be fair. Metal hair is the weird thing.
Right.
Henry's probably the least normal of the group.
True.
That's saying something because we got a guy who's a humanoid elephant.
So would you like to go?
I mean, it's getting dark. Can everyone see in the dark?
I have dark vision. I'm an orc. I can see.
I can see in the dark.
What about you, Grim?
I don't think I can.
You didn't get cybernetics to give you a flashlight?
I have a flamethrower.
There you go. Just light the jungle on fire. We'll see everything.
You're just gonna go Agent Oranging on this, or what?
Damn, dude. You bring Agent Orange into it.
All right. Well, just to be on the safe side, I'll cast light on something of Grim's so that he has a light that he can use.
Oh, great. Now I'm a target.
Well, you could put it on like a rock or something, and you could throw it if you need to.
Yeah. I put it on your loincloth. That way you could just throw it if you need to.
It's on the front or the back?
All of it. It's just No, I like put it on like a rock or something, you know, something that's like disposable.
I didn't know if I'd be twisting in circles trying to look at this light the whole time.
All right. So, sounds like that you guys are heading towards the sounds.
Yeah.
Si, senor.
Cool.
We're in search of death, apparently.
And
Yep.
so Henry can easily navigate you guys towards that because he rolled such a good perception check. So he's like sonar, right? Like he's just like, it's that way, definitely that way. And do you guys want to be sneaking? Are you just like full on running through the jungle? Like, how are you guys getting there?
Honestly, I love the idea of us just hoarding the way in there, just sprinting, because we're all just massive people, and then the dwarf's
Yeah.
kind of far behind because he's got stubby legs. And
Hey man, I got robot
Well-
legs. Okay, I can move just as fast as you guys.
okay, but we just start running through the forest, so that we're the intimidation factor. Basically, if anything hears us coming, they're just gonna hear like the metal, like spring sound of just like chug 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 chug, but like 15 different limbs hitting it.
Right.
I'm definitely not sneaking because I'm fucking in plate armor and I'm bad at sneaking anyway. I'm
Henry's
very
going to
loud
try and be
person.
stealthy.
Okay.
He's going to try and be stealthy going through the treetops upside down.
roll me a sneak stealth check.
I just imagine Henry's like, I am sneak, and then you just hear his legs go.
Oh yeah. Henry just kind of disappears into the canopy. In that direction.
So
Does he,
creepy.
does he have a remote that puts him on mute when he runs, or what?
So like the cyberlegs don't necessarily make noise. Like they're not like super loud, unless you want them to be, basically.
My propulsion legs are loud as fuck.
Sweet. So you guys are running through the jungle, and you come out into a quasi clearing, and you can see some stuff.
Which one of us is playing the bongos?
I know. I like this music. Like we're rushing to a battle to do like a
It's definitely
like
the
a
dwarf,
Congo
right?
line
The
or
dwarf's
something.
definitely behind us, just like playing.
No, it's Hubert. This is why you bring him.
Oh, right, okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, he's got all the legs. He can play all the bongos. So
That's a lot of stuff.
you
Yeah,
guys
what the
come rushing out into this like quasi clearing. Just the trees kind of are less dense, and there are these mountains of like machinery that's kind of been overgrown, and there are these creatures that seem to be like sorting through the refuse. And you all are over here.
We don't see that big thing yet, right?
You can sort of make out like through the trees that there's something big out on that pile. A couple, 100 feet out ish, however far it is. Not really sure. Yeah, a little bit over 100 feet.
That's us.
Quite a bit over 100 feet. And yeah, so let me just double check passive perceptions of stuff, and we'll see exactly how this is starting out.
Dude, I just picture like Henry, since the trees are so like widely spread, it's just like jumping from tree to tree, and you just see like his shadow across like the moon or something. It's just like
Very creepy and absolutely what's happening.
like we're scared of him and we're on his side.
Like, imagine realistically, you just saw this shadow and trees shaking through the night, and then all of a sudden, oh look, your buddy's dead. It would be terrifying.
And then you hear an elephant, a small dwarf, and a large metal man running in your direction.
Yeah.
You're
All right,
not-
so they don't notice you from where you are right now. They don't seem to have noticed you yet. And Henry, you can pretty much move wherever you can put yourself wherever you'd like to be.
No, I think where he's at's perfect. Like,
Cool.
he would totally be up in that tree looking to try and get positioned to see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, like, can we see what these creatures are?
So roll me perception checks, and I will give you a better description.
Test it.
I'm at least okay in perception.
None of you can really see from there. There's too much foliage in the way. There's like ferns and flowers and stuff all in the way. So you're gonna have to get closer to figure out exactly what's going on.
Why does it say 10 and 6 for me there?
Because you have advantage on.
Oh, you have.
Why do I have advantage?
It's fine. We just take the first number unless you have advantage or disadvantage. Then we can work it out.
I would recommend changing it in the settings tab when you have your character open to toggle advantage, which allows you to just click a button and say I'm rolling at advantage or disadvantage. You just got to go to the gear on the far right side by the spells, and then it's the first thing in that box right underneath it. Roll queries, and it should say always roll advantage now, and change it to advantage toggle. Makes life a lot easier. Henry's gonna try and move up. Do I have to like jump from tree to tree, or is it just assume that he would?
The canopies are
climb?
a little bit bigger than what is shown here, but if I actually had them that big, then we wouldn't be able to see anything. So,
Sure.
yeah, just roll me like an athletics check. It's only a DC 10. Should be pretty easy for you.
You said athletics?
Yeah,
There you
yeah,
go.
you're fine. You can hop from one tree to another.
I'm gonna try and move up to this tree quietly.
You can indeed do that. What is everybody else doing? Just waiting for Henry?
I'm moving closer as well.
All right.
I don't know
cool.
if we can. I'm just making moves one round at a time.
Sure. These things are all shifting around. You can tell that whatever that big thing is, it's like smashing its way into something, maybe. Like it's just like throwing these big chunks of,
This guy down here.
yeah, throwing big chunks of metal and stuff into the jungle.
Garthilgar, I assume you're the closest when this comes around. And Henry's going to point out the two and say, "Quiet smash."
Hey, it smash.
So I think the attempt is to get these two guys down here. We want to see if we can stealthily eliminate them.
Sure. So you already rolled your stealth. You got an 18.
Garthilgar has a garrote, doesn't he?
I mean,
Yeah, because he's got a whip arm. He could basically just.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So this is going to require a stealth check, Deuce, to get to where you are without being seen.
Do I want a stealth check though? I don't know if
Okay,
I.
so you're just going to be seen. Is that all right?
I mean, as we are moving in, we're talking about stealthily taking out these two guys up here. Are
You
you?
guys would have already been there though, right? I mean, like I'm not that much faster than you, right? Like I'm
Right.
probably more like right here then. I'm not being quiet yet, but you guys should be ahead of me. That's why. So I'll stay back here, I guess, and then wait.
I just
Okay.
didn't know like if you were sprinting. Like I've only been moving at like my normal speed. I haven't been like sprinting.
Well, I kind of have the plan of like while you guys are taking them out, I end up like starting chaos. I don't know how to ping, but down here, and then so everything notices what's going on down here, but they still have no idea that you guys are taking that guy out up there.
Just click and hold, and it'll do the ping for you.
Oh yeah, so I like plan on like getting down here and just starting chaos.
Cool.
You're gonna have a lot of people on you in a quick second.
Yeah. I'll try and use my my grapple to pull this guy in closer to us.
Sure.
Although, granted, I think with
So,
my
Henry-
strength, I'll only be able to pull him to like there.
Henry, you can roll a history check to see if you know anything about these things.
Abso-friggin-lutely. Henry's not very smart, though.
You got a chance.
Where are you gonna pull him to? And I'll move up to that position.
I can only pull. We just double check. Modifier.
So, Henry, you've seen these things and these things before, but you've never seen that big thing before. And these things are, I mean, both of those are like, you're not very scared of them. Especially not these kind here. But the biggest one in the back, you have no idea.
Okay.
Okay, Deuce, do you want to get in position with me to silently take out this one that he pulls in close to us?
I can only pull them 15 feet. So
Yeah, I'll like line up like right.
there.
I line up like right here.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm within attack range of it still, but like I'm not like so close that they see me.
All right, so getting this close, I am gonna need a stealth roll from both of you.
Okay.
Okay. Oof. The elephant is in the jungle.
Oh boy.
So Grim, what gives you away?
Probably his 14-inch paws hitting me.
I'm going to stumble over some of this junk and look
There's just,
around
like,
wide-eyed.
There's like this clattering of like metal. Just
They just see an elephant just like falling in the middle.
Maybe they'll
then-
think the junk fell.
And then you can see the head of this guy like peeking over the pile, and then he's like, ah! And then he goes running back down. You can hear like.
Wait a minute. Can I just make an elephant noise at him and he'll think I'm just part of the natural scenery?
I mean, he saw you, but you could try and do a deception check.
Okay, well, we're going for it.
When he pops his head up, can I make my
Oh
second
my
attack?
Gosh. This is ridiculous.
So when he pops his head up, Jeff, you said you wanted to do something.
Yeah, like he pops up, he sees Grim. Grim makes his elephant noise. And I'm hoping in that moment to cyber whip and pull him towards us.
Sure. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Henry would like to attack the other one while this is happening. He's seen
Wait a
the
minute.
whip go out.
Okay. I guess let's just roll initiative and see which one of you acts first, and then we'll go into actual initiative.
Oh no,
But I
my
should-
Make sure-
grapple, my grapple roll's so bad. Oh no.
I should be in sneak though, right? Since I critted that.
No,
you only
because-
got a 10.
Yeah, you only got a 10.
Oh,
Dude,
I didn't have it.
I still don't see the settings, Will, for that.
It's at the very top, right above your initiative. You'll see advantage, normal, disadvantage. It's right below your race. Just click normal.
I don't think his
Wait, in my
settings-
character sheet?
Yeah, hold on
Yeah.
a sec. Oh, wait. Toggle. There you go. I got it
got
for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so right above, right in the middle there, it should be fine. Now that red is highlighted, red is highlighted, so it says like a normal right now. If you roll now, your shit will only be only show one roll. And if you have
Okay.
advantage, you click on advantage, it'll roll 2 and it'll gray out the lower one, and if you click on disadvantage, it'll gray out the higher number.
Wait a minute. I have advantage on initiative rolls. Should I roll with advantage?
You did.
Did I?
Yeah, because you rolled a
It
10 and a 1.
automatically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have no initiative bonus at all.
What's your dexterity?
10, so 0, I guess would be.
Yeah. So
Okay.
nothing.
Yeah,
You don't have
you're
any
just
bonus.
flat on that.
I'm just used because my other character also has like a lot more stuff on, like perception, athletics, stuff like that. Like there's like more things that have like 1 or 2 in them.
Mm-hmm.
I only have 4 things that have anything at all on this one, so I don't know if that's messed up or not. But
Probably just
No, you
zero
just don't have a
stats.
lot of stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, yeah, he's fine.
okay.
I'll double check just to make sure.
I appreciate that we're trying to do something synchronous here, and Garthogar and Henry rolled the same initiative.
Nice. So when you roll initiative, try to select your token and then do it.
Yeah, I made the mistake. I almost always do it at least once a night when we're playing.
Me too. I didn't. During all this time, I was watching you guys roll, and I did not roll for myself.
I rolled so bad on initiative.
It could be worse.
No.
Oh,
not much worse.
okay. Big bad thing, huh?
It rolls a crit. Are you kidding me?
This is good. This means it'll probably come to us. We don't have to come to it. It's good. Fine. Holy crap, they're fast.
Apparently, Jesus. All right.
They all have the same. Are they all taking? Okay, never mind.
Medium bad thing.
Okay, so instead, so I just wanted to see really if who goes first between Henry and Garthilgar. You guys rolled the same initiative anyway, so this is simultaneous that this happens, and then we'll go into initiative after you guys act.
Well,
Because you did succeed on your stealth.
What's your dexterity, Henry?
15.
Okay, so he goes first.
Okay. So, Henry.
That's why
So-
mine says 16.08 because I have an 8 dexterity.
I'm
Right.
gonna move my 30 feet up and then use my 15-foot reach to make an attack on that guy down there.
Sure. So, you're using your lance?
Yes.
Sweet. So you skitter up this garbage pile, and your lance goes out, striking the creature. Oh wait, sorry, that was the wrong one. You actually, it grazes off of its armor. You hit a plate, an armor plate, and it goes up off of it.
Oof.
Ah,
Sorry. I
that would have
have
been
So
a good
that's-
roll too.
That's 12 plus 3 minus 15.
What?
It's his damage minus 15.
Yeah, it was just minus 15 is the joke. That was a good roll on damage. That was it was the best it could have possibly been.
And then Garthilgar?
So I
now that-
rolled the attack earlier. I got a 23 for the grappling whip.
Oh yeah, I see that.
But
So,
the grapple
now-
roll is an 8. So I don't know. Do I roll damage for grapple whip or?
Yeah, you
I'm
will
trying to
in a
grapple
second,
them?
yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
you do. So, now that you guys are close enough to see these things, they are furry, basically like furry goblinoid creatures that are a little bit more ape-like, and they have armor that's kind of made out of like this like sheet metal. These have just like regular sheet metal armor, whereas these guys have like, it looks like that just they took like mechanical bits and like fleshy bits and kind of just like sewed it all together. And so this thing
Yummy.
stands about 6 feet tall, and this is only like 3.5 feet tall. And yeah, so go ahead and roll your damage from your grappling whip, and I will do an opposed athletics check.
So 6 slashing. Holy crap! My grapples roll was an 8.
All right, so you're able to pull him 15 feet
Nice.
Right.
Yeah.
right up next to Grim.
Up 15 feet, right up to there.
All right, and now we're gonna start with initiative. And
Yeah.
I'm just gonna make a quick check here.
I'm going to keep deceiving this thing, and I'm going to munch on grass.
So
You-
you guys hear the smashing sounds of this big thing stop, but that's all that happens so far. And then all these little things, they come running up, but they don't. They are just trying to see what's even going on at this point. So they come running out, and you can see their like little beady eyes glinting off of the light that Grim is carrying. As they come and check things out.
They like
do they have-
shinies.
I was gonna say, do they have like that reflective stuff in their eyes so they're just like
Yeah, exactly.
glowing like cats' eyes or dog eyes? Ugh, that's so
Yeah, like
weird.
animal eyes. And then
That is
these
a lot
things
of
go.
dudes. Dear God, I hope they have like 4 hit points each.
All right, so this guy, he's got like these like oversized arms, and one of them, he points up at Henry, and chow. Ooh, wow, 19 to hit.
Oh no.
Wow, he's got that kind of reach. Oh yeah,
He's
no,
got
that's gonna
cyber.
hit.
Oh no.
As
is it-
this
yeah.
big claw launches out from his hand and tries to attach to you. So first, we'll do some damage. And you will roll a con save versus its grappling arm.
Wah,
Right.
wah, wah.
You are pulled 10 feet towards it. And then it uses its other hand to attack you.
You get bitch slapped with its other hand.
Jeez,
Oh,
does a
yeah.
17 hit?
Imp slap.
17 is my armor class, yeah.
Wow, these things. All right. For 6 slashing damage. As it pulls it
For those of you
you
that
into
don't
it.
know, Ethan is the opposite of me. He rolls like hotcakes all the time.
Yeah,
table
if
wants
it
to
was
go
you, we'd
playtest.
already clear this.
Yeah.
This thing pulls you in and snarls in your face as it's like looking up at you because you're huge, and then slashes at you with like these big like misshapen like metal pieces that just have been like roughly sharpened into like a claw. And Garthulgar, is your turn.
Can anybody say tetanus?
Yeah.
I'm going to see far. Gonna run up on that guy. How tough does this guy look?
Not very.
Not
You
very
think he's
tough.
almost dead.
Charge him.
Like I'm not even gonna have you roll. Like he's bleeding profusely, and it's very frail looking.
I'm gonna run up on him. I'm gonna make a normal
It's an improvised weapon.
Sure
cyber
thing.
whip attack on this guy for 14. Is that gonna hit?
That barely misses as it ducks out of the way.
Damn. And then I'm gonna use a bonus action to summon a spiritual weapon right behind
Ooh.
him. That'll hit for 20.
What is your spiritual weapon? What does it look like?
My spiritual weapon is a hammer. It's like a warhammer. Kind of just looks like my warhammer. Yeah, there we go. Very cool.
And you
assuming
should be able to control that
23.
now. That does hit. Yes, definitely.
Second.
So this hammer just kind of like blinks into existence. What is it actually? Does it look like just like a physical hammer? Is it like made out of stone or wood or something? Because you are a nature cleric.
Yeah, it would look like
It's an internal combustion engine.
well, I was gonna say.
Oh, is it like the
actually-
trees? With like
Yeah.
the vein of metal in it?
Yeah, so I was gonna say it looks like it almost looks like a tree, like the roots of a tree kind of grew around like a rock that had like cyber stuff in it, and like might have like some sort of like jet or something, like an engine kind of like coming off the back. Not that it like, you know, but it's sort of like ethereal looking. Like it's like a spiritual weapon. It's like a ghost. It's like a ghost hammer.
So it coalesces into existence. Maybe like these vines like wrap out of thin air and then like form into this hammer that you just described, and then it comes smashing down, crushing the skull of this creature.
You just Gallagher'd him?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think I can move the spiritual weapon.
I think moving is a bonus action.
Well, I think, can I move it on the same turn?
I don't
yeah.
think so.
Well, this is a bonus action on your turn. You can move the weapon up to 20 feet and repeat the attack against a creature within 5 feet of it. So maybe I have to move
Right.
it on my next turn.
Yeah, because you use your bonus action to summon it.
Okay. I mean, it's 20 feet anyway, so I don't think I could.
So Henry,
It's like
you have this thing attached to you, snarling at you. What would you like to do?
Henry, in a very panicked tone, is going to shout out to the others, loud smash, loud smash, and it's just gonna swing at it. It's within 5 feet, so let me click that button.
So it's too close for you to get your lance around to like stab it, because it's right next to you. It's like inside of your reach.
Am I grappled? That's a better question.
You are indeed grappled. No, you're not. You're not grappled. No. It's technically attached to you, but it's not. It's not grappling you. You're fine.
Okay. I would like to then. Let's see. Is that an action? I have to read the thing. To use the legs. The supersonic charge. Is that an action or is that a bonus action?
No, it's neither. It's just part of your move.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and run away from it.
Okay. It gets an attack of opportunity on you. Unless you're doing something that avoids that.
Nope, no, just retreating quickly. It's gonna hit.
Why does my table want to kill everybody so bad? For 14 slashing damage. But you get away. And the claw just instantly like lets go as soon as you get to max range. Grim.
Well, it looks like Garthulgar is giving a golden shower to this corpse next to me.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to move 40 feet.
How do you make that line?
You click.
Go ahead.
This one?
Yep.
Yes, you click there's a little ruler in a circle. It's the 1, 2, 3, 4th icon down on the left side of your screen.
Almost looks like a power icon.
Yeah. You can click and hold it.
There's an easier way to do it. If you're on the regular mouse clicker, click on your character and then hold and then right click and it will it'll create a draw line.
I'm sorry, I can't see the grid, so I'm guesstimating here.
Oh yeah, you can measure by just picking up your token, and so you left click on it, hold down left click, and then while you're moving the token around, right click.
That's what I did. I've been trying that, but it's not been working for me.
Oh, weird.
And now I'm scrolling up randomly. Okay.
Weird.
Okay.
Are you like way zoomed out?
A little bit. I wouldn't say way.
Okay, then yeah, it probably shouldn't.
I lost track of where the 40 feet was, but I'm sure that's close unless you want to pull out the measuring
Is there
stick.
any realistic way, since I'm wearing chainmail, that my armor class is 10?
Your armor class is not 10.
I don't feel like I have my chainmail in my inventory.
If you're wearing chainmail, then you should have 16, I believe.
Yep. Unless you have something that makes it a little bit better.
I don't have anything else. I thought do I have to have chainmail in my inventory?
It's fine. I mean, technically you do, but like, don't worry about it.
Just change it to 16 and.
Okay.
I'm gonna move here and then use my trunk to like trumpet out, I guess, like a challenge of sorts, and try to intimidate them.
Sure.
And I think I'm going to use my flamethrower. And let's see, it's the first one right there. I'm going to what can I catch on fire? Will it catch any of the surrounding area on fire?
No, because you're in like you might be able to find something to set on fire if you. I'd have you roll a perception check. But like most of the jungle is pretty wet because it's like a rainforest jungle.
Okay. What's the distance on it? Is it 120 feet? I didn't put it in there.
120 feet. Yep.
Okay, 120. Okay, I'm gonna do it to this guy that is south of me. Yes.
Yep.
Wait a minute. How far is the big bad guy?
He's like.
115.
Yep.
Let's shoot one at him. Let's get his attention over here.
Sure thing. He's gonna have some soft cover, but so he's a little bit harder to hit. But
Okay.
more than welcome to do that.
I don't know why, but I don't see the skill. I see it. There it is.
All right,
There's no
so
way that hits him.
yeah, the fire hits like a tree up here, and it's smoking now. As you raise up your arm, it's in your arm,
Yes.
and this like gout of fire comes shooting out, and shoots out like this and hits this tree, and singes the tree pretty badly.
Poor tree.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's it. How many charges does that use?
I don't know off the top of my head.
I'm
so
sorry,
let
hold
me
on.
check.
It's 10. I
Okay,
got you.
cool.
Thank you, sir.
It doesn't use 10 charges, it just
Oh.
has 10 charges.
My bad, then it must be 5.
Double
Fire
checking.
starter. It's 1 charge per attack.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's it?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Let's I'm gonna end my turn there.
Cool. Deuce. You're up.
If I use my pneumatic propulsion, or
Mhm.
is the supersonic better? I can't remember which one it is. The
Supersonic costs more, but it doesn't use an action to use it, and it
Okay,
gives you a bonus damage.
I was going to ask is pneumatic propulsion then used as an action then, huh?
It uses a bonus action, but you can still attack. You just can't use your bonus action for anything else.
And it lets you go 30 feet, huh?
Yep.
I'm going to use pneumatic propulsion. Move 30
Okay.
feet to. Ooh.
So these like compressed air jets come out from. Is it your leg? Do you have legs, or is it?
So both of them are cybernetic. They both have propulsion jets on the back.
Nice. So yeah, like these compressed air jets just like shoot out the back and propel you up and over all the debris and stuff, and to that point, and then you can move.
I can do an additional 30 feet, right?
Yep. Sure can.
I go up to this guy right here, and I'm going to use my fixed maul.
Yep.
Roll for attack.
So you have this two-handed hammer that is attached to one hand, and then gripping it with your offhand, your left.
Yep.
And you hit. Roll that damage. You click the name in the chat log. So right underneath where it says 19, hit your fixed maw. 11 damage. Describe to me how you pulverize this thing.
Exactly that. I on my cybernetic arm, I don't know if it's out of character to say that on my cybernetic arm, when I do swing with my pneumatic, or I don't know, whenever I swing it with a big swing, it has like a slight, like, kind of just like my propulsion jets on my leg, where it kind of like helps swing harder, like it's like a jet out the back that kind of, you know, lets it actually like fly down faster. And I literally just onto the skull, and then like his whole body just down, just collapses.
Awesome. And I like to imagine that like these branches, all like the foliage and stuff, get like blown in the breeze of like all this force coming down.
Yeah, and just like a circle of dust from the ground, just
there's like
Float
this
back.
crunch.
yeah.
Excellent. All right. So now, big boy.
Is there like a
he
starburst blood pattern on the ground?
definitely.
Yeah,
Just
Definitely.
You take like a hammer to a paintball orb, just like and just splats out.
Uses two
just
pneumatic.
Gallagher, the dude.
Okay, got it.
Perfect. It's good to have an artist as a team.
So then you hear
Wait, what?
and did that not go through?
I heard
Did it go
whoa, and then it cut off.
It was like a really short noise.
Did that go?
Yeah, I heard that one.
Cool.
Made me just slightly unsettled.
And then there's this loud stomping as this very large creature comes moving through the trees, just like pushing the small trees out of the way, snapping them. And let's see.
I recognize
we got
this art
here.
style.
Yeah, that one I did myself. A lot of the other art for this fight.
Is
was
that a
not.
mecha doodle, or is that
It is.
specifically for
I'm finding use for mechadoodles.
it?
All right, let's see. How far
It's
are you from
important
me?
to remember that if you guys are playing fighter and you forgot, at level 5 you get an extra attack, because I just forgot that.
I'm an Eldritch Knight. Does that change anything?
No.
A little.
You can
Alright.
cast a cantrip and make an attack on your turn, or you can
And
make
that
2 melee attacks.
Every turn, or
Yep, every turn.
Yep, 2 attacks or 1 attack and 1 cantrip.
whoops.
Yeah. I mean, you moved basically your whole movement, so unless
Yeah, I
you
can-
wanted to like cast a firebolt at someone at range.
I was saving my strength for the big guy.
All right, so you can hear the sound of a pneumatic expulsion, and Deuce, this large claw, flying through the
Oh
the
my
jungle
god.
and hits you. For doing 7 damage, you need to roll me a con save, DC 14. Oh, that's the wrong distance that it can pull you. Let me change that.
Probably a lot further.
Yeah.
So did I say it was a
it'll be 20 feet.
3-part game? It's gonna be a 1-part game.
Alright,
we get
so-
totally wrecked.
So it hits you, dealing 7 slashing damage, and latches onto you, but it can't pull you as you fight against it with your legs straining against the winch that is in this thing's arm. And you can actually see that it has 3 arms on it that are like these oversized things, and its head seems rather small in proportion to its body. Then these little things are going to move up. I guess he's gonna move to. Hang on. Just gotta order these correctly. Why can you not? There we go. To front. To front, please.
So that's 2 or 3 of them that are going to be there.
There are 3 of them there.
Okay.
And there's
And a
one. They're
corpse.
standing on the corpse of the other one. And then another one of these runs at you.
This should be difficult terrain.
And oh yeah, Henry's gone. Okay, so there's that. And
Henry pieced out. He was one of those. Nope.
too close, too close. Running. Whew. All right, and then these guys are gonna go there, and this guy's gonna go there. All right, cool. Oh, I went a little bit out of turn, but they're coming up next, so I will do their attacks on their turn. So these 3 that are attacking you, Deuce, they have like these makeshift clubs that are made out of like pipes and rebar and like sticks with rocks on them. I'm sorry, everybody. So that's the first one. The second one. What is happening? Does an 18 hit you?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, so that's
You're just trying to give
Yeah.
Garthelgar a workout.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dude says I believe an 18 ace.
so 6 bludgeoning damage, then 7 bludgeoning damage, and then 5 bludgeoning damage as they all just like surround you and start pounding on you. And then one of them swings on Grim. Oh my god. This is This is incredible. For 6 bludgeoning damage.
I
as it
take
hits-
half.
Nice. Good old barbarians. And then these things go again. So this one is going to, I guess technically before it comes in, it's going to shoot at you with, that's the wrong one. Chow. And misses, and then he runs up to you. And can't attack. This one over here is going to attempt the same maneuver. And hit. I need you to roll me a con save, DC 12.
You're attacking me, right?
Yep, Grim.
Okay.
Be interesting to see them pull a giant elephant.
Hell no.
You ain't going nowhere.
So when it starts not pulling, it just reels it in and just runs up to you. But because it grabbed you, it's able to claw you.
Can I poke it in the eye with my trunk?
My god. For
There's a
17
scene, isn't it?
damage.
Wow.
Alright.
Okay, so 9.
9 plus 8. It crit you.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
can't-
You're right. I forgot you're a barbarian. You're raging. Yes, you take half of that. So that's 9. Correct. Apologies. All right, Garthulgar. Your
boy.
your 2 companions are currently being surrounded by.
Yeah. Let's see, how far is that? So if that moves 20 feet to there, and I can pull him 15 feet. I wonder if I can. I can do this. All right. So I'm going to try and cyber whip this guy and pull him 15 feet towards
Sure,
me.
you'll have to move like kind of up on this heap because it's blocking line of sight right now a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Let's see.
If he succeeds, can I do an opportunity attack?
No, out of turn movement does not allow opportunity attacks. Unless
Gotta
they're-
try.
So opportunity attacks only work if they move on their under their own
Right.
will. Being pulled or pushed doesn't.
You're not helping my case, sir.
Listen, my allegiances
Them's the rules.
begin as a DM. I'm neutral to this whole thing. I'm gonna try. Okay, I'm gonna try to grapple with that close gremlin goblin looking dude.
Oh yeah, you hit.
This guy. Cool.
And
My grapple roll was a 1. How is it a 1? How is that even possible?
I don't know. What's your athletics?
My athletics. I'm trained in athletics. I have a +6 to athletics.
Yeah,
Like,
that
the
grapple
lowest
roll
I
is
could-
incorrect.
The lowest
Yeah,
I could
that's
get
not right.
is a
It's
7.
broken.
It's a 7, so we'll call it a 7.
Yeah, it's a 7. But it succeeds in
Fuck.
resisting.
All right. Well, I guess. I mean, I still damage it, right?
Yep.
But move the. Oh, can I move this myself? All right, we'll move this 20 feet as well.
And you guys
Alright.
can see the hit point bars and stuff, right?
Mhm.
Cool.
Since I didn't get him. Never mind. I'm just gonna stay there. That's my turn.
Oh crap.
I can't see
Spiritual
chat
weapon?
how far though.
It's underneath the goblin. Yours is full on mine.
I have 35.
If you
I think we got those HP potions divvied up.
I zoom in.
Yeah, if you zoom in on mine, I should say 35. I think.
It
Well,
does.
I don't know why it says 35 of 12 though.
I don't know either.
And why there's
I'm-
a plus symbol.
Yeah, even zooming in, it doesn't change anything for me.
My
It's
hit point
just not
maximum is
coded
12 on my sheet. I should
perfectly.
change that to 60, right?
Yes.
That's why it's saying that.
Yeah, okay. I was just going to turn it off, but I'm glad that you noticed that. All right, cool.
Okay, BRB.
Henry.
Henry, in the happiest tone you've probably ever heard, and very little kid on Christmas, is going to scream at the top of his lungs, "Loud smash!" and then just fly as fast as he can towards whatever he can crush. Let's see. And I'm going to use a supersonic here to just...
Mm-hmm.
I'm right there. I want to be right there, right? That's within 15 feet of him.
Yep.
So I will swing at the goblin, or the medium bad thing.
So there's like this loud like boom, and then all of a sudden you're just like in that spot. Go ahead and make your attack. That hits. You end up.
How do I do the extra damage for the supersonic charge?
Just type /R space D8. I can figure out how to make that into a macro later. All right, and you have the electronic weapon hookup thing.
Yeah.
Cool. So that is a total of 19 damage. Damn.
We got a good roll.
And it is, it's like sizzling and twitching, and it nearly falls over, but stays standing.
I'll make my second attack on the same enemy.
Mm-hmm. That is unfortunately a miss. Anything else?
Bonus action, I'm going to use my, what is it called? Second wind, right? Yeah, that's the thing where I heal.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's D10 plus fighter level heal.
And then Grim.
Okay. Is it possible for me to move towards Deuce
Mm-hmm.
and use my trunk to pull him away from danger while at the same time attacking them?
It would be an attack to pull Deuce.
It'd be I'm sorry, what?
It would be an attack to pull Deuce. So you can do it, it'll just cost you an attack. So if you have multiple attacks, which you might have at this point.
I
think
do.
You do. Then you can use one of them to pull Deuce. If you would
Don't.
like.
Deuce looks at you and says, "Don't," because he has a plan.
Okay. Good luck.
Oh,
I'm going to shattering smash these three around me. If I
Okay.
focus it on the center one, it'll hit all three. Well,
so,
the
that's something
secondary effects will.
that's something that comes out from you. So either you can target one person and just do a bunch of damage to that person, but it doesn't do the area of effect, or you can just smash it into the ground and it does an area of effect. But just to be clear, it hits your allies too.
Well, yeah, but it's only a 5-foot radius, right?
So you want to do the seismic one, the smaller
Yeah,
one?
I'm sorry. Yeah. Wait a
Yep.
minute.
You
Am I
can do that
looking
one.
at it wrong?
And that one doesn't do damage, it just knocks people down. So Seismic Smash is the 15-foot radius, and then the Shattering Smash is 30 feet. And does damage.
Okay, so if I did shattering smash, I could focus on one creature, and any creature within 30 feet has to make a dexterity saving throw.
You just do it in the area.
Yeah, so it's an either or. You either attack one
Right.
guy, or you attack everybody within 30 feet of you.
Right.
Mm.
It's not a. It's not.
Yeah,
attack
and so
one
I
guy
can't
in 30
miss.
feet.
Yeah, I can't. And I can't miss everybody.
Yeah, within 30 feet, you'd hit all of us as well.
Wow, that's why I ran off by myself. Oh well.
But I do want to say, like, your friends are much hardier than your opponents.
Loud smash.
I've got.
That's-
I'm a cleric.
That's the
can
way I
heal
feel about
things.
it.
Okay, we're gonna do it. So I can do the AOE.
Yep.
I think I'm using the old PDF, but the AoEs, is that still 3d6?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna click it and we'll see what happens. Do I need to target something?
Nope.
Okay.
Just everything within 30 feet of you needs to make a save versus your DC.
That guy. All of these 6 enemies and all of us.
Should I do my dexterity save now?
What's the DC?
It should say when he clicks it. Did I do that right? No. Try hitting the button. Hitting the title.
Plus proficiency.
Yeah, DC 14. There we go.
I failed.
Me too.
Oh, before you go crazy, remember you have inspiration of both kinds.
Yeah,
What
that
that?
is true.
I don't know what that means though.
So if before you make a roll, you can say that you want to use DM inspiration, you get advantage, which you roll twice and take the better result. And after you roll, you think you could like boost it a little bit and succeed. You could say I want to use bardic inspiration, and that's just a d6 that adds. to
Yeah, I
your-
won't save it either of you, even if you crit.
Yeah. I'm saving mine for specific things, so.
Wow, the rolls tonight are ridiculous.
I am on fire. Like I've never
Jesus,
seen
that's
in my entire
ridiculous,
life.
dude.
So.
Well, you haven't crit 6 times in a row like one DM did to us, so.
So basically, Chad just knocked all of his teammates over, and
So-
didn't.
Henry did not fall.
So I just want to describe this moment because it's pretty awesome. As the elephant man raises his fist to the sky and then forces it down to the ground with all these pneumatic jets coming off of it and smashes it into the ground as it just erupts around him, and these fissures go out, causing difficult terrain wherever he hit. So there's like these fissures that come out from Grim. And how much damage was that?
Lost it in the
11.
chaos. 11, 12,
11.
13. It's 13 plus the 2 rage.
Alright, so they take half damage, so you kill this guy, and you kill that guy, and that guy. You kill all of the little guys.
Do I take damage from him as well?
Yep.
Yes.
You do.
How much? 13.
13.
Yeah.
Unless you pass. And then it'd be what,
We're
6?
also knocked
7.
prone, right?
7.
7. Yes, you are knocked prone. But
Unless I do what? I get half.
you have to make a dexterity saving throw, which you didn't make.
Yeah, you got a 2 and you need a 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you scroll up to my damage after I clicked it, it says DC 14 save, and then below it's my damage. The 14, if you roll 14 or higher, you wouldn't take the 13 damage.
Right. Yeah, sorry if that wasn't clear.
I think it worked out fairly well, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It could have been worse.
Yeah.
I thought it worked great.
That's the first
I
time
mean,
I've
it's-
taken damage, so.
And I mean, even though he took 7 damage, Deuce took 7 damage, he took, 4 enemies off his butt.
I took 13 damage.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
13, sorry.
And I'm prone.
It
I
would have
just
done way
appreciate
more.
the thematicness of spider-legged Henry being the one that didn't fall over.
Yeah.
I know, right? All right,
Okay,
so-
bonus action. Wait, I get 2
Go
attacks,
ahead.
don't
Yeah, you can totally do more.
I? Okay, I want to
This guy's
attack
still
this guy.
standing.
Yeah, I'm going to swing at him.
Oh, he takes damage.
How many charges did that use? 20, I think.
10.
No.
10?
it's
Okay.
10.
And Shattering Smash. Okay, that's what I did. The other version of it, no, that's
It's
way
5.
overkill.
Yeah.
Well, the seismic punch also doesn't do damage.
Right. Just not.
Yeah, but I have
Rocket.
2 Shattering Smashes.
True. This is true. But, yeah,
But Rocket
I would
Punch's
say
damage is just. I mean, it's 7 damage.
Well, it's
Oh, you're looking to rocket punch?
No, I mean, it looks more like a fist bump at the moment, looking at the damage.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think I'm going to go with Great Sword on them.
All right. Sounds good. You hit
Cut him in half.
for 13 damage as you slice into its gut, but it still stands. And it looks at you menacingly.
Is using my trunk a. Can I use it as a bonus action or an object
To
interaction?
do what?
To grapple him?
No, that would be an attack.
Can you do that with your trunk? Is that something
Yeah,
Lockdown's
I'm reading
can
it
do?
right now.
That's
Can I assume push would be an attack too?
Yep. Most things where you interact with an enemy are an attack.
Okay, I'm going to use my trunk to wipe my brow and pass
Cool.
and move it along.
It's an epic turn. Deuce.
I'm prone, so I can't do anything, right?
You
No,
can
you
stand
can
up with
stand up.
half of your move speed.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So I stand up and I can only move half.
And
so you can-
here's a little tip. You can actually use your pneumatic boosters to just you can just move 30 feet and be on your feet.
Okay, let's do that. But doesn't that take a charge, right?
It uses 2 charges, yeah.
But wherever you go, you might want to think about healing some of that HP.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have
Is it an object interaction to heal, or?
it's
It's an action.
it's a standard action to drink a potion.
Oh, you can use Second Wind, which is you roll
Yeah.
a d10 and add it to your hit points as a bonus action.
That's- yeah,
D10
that's a
plus
good one, I
your
forgot.
Fighter level.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. So
The
d10 plus
worst
7.
you can possibly get back is 8, and that's what I got. So
How do I do D10 plus 7? How do I roll that?
Just do a D10 in the upper left. There's a little, there's a dice. Highlight it and then scroll down to the D10, click it, and we can just add your level to it.
So, yeah,
So
heal
you
14.
heal 14.
Okay.
yeah, that's a good roll.
That's a bonus action.
Yep.
Let me do that before I forget.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So now you can't do your charge, like you can't use your
Yeah, you can't use your
sprint.
boosters.
But you can use half your movement to stand, yeah.
So yeah, you can move basically 15 feet from where you are at this point.
You could kill that dude next to me. Oh. Yep, right here.
You don't want to stand on the goblin-like corpses?
Sure, yeah, I'll stand on that. I can't even see myself now.
I got it.
Okay. And then I'm going to just do. He's not super. He doesn't have a lot of health, so I'm just going to do a regular fixed maul attack.
You get 2 of them if you miss too, so.
Okay. Fixed maul.
Is that
14
it?
hit?
14 misses. As
Okay.
you try to come down and its big arm gets in the way and you just kind of glance off of it.
You do have
Alright.
cantrips too if you don't want to attack him again.
Oh yeah, so you're a level 5 fighter and a level 7 Eldritch Knight. So you can you get 2 attacks, and because you're level 7 Eldritch Knight, one of those can be a cantrip if you want it to be.
Okay.
So that means
Or you
like
can just swing.
yeah, or you can make another fixed maul attack if you want, or you could like blast somebody else with like firebolt or something.
Yeah, I'm just doing another fixed maul attack.
Sounds good.
There you go.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah,
hits.
baby.
Roll that damage. Yeah.
For 9 damage. Describe to me how you kill this thing.
I hit it sideways, like in the rib cage, if it
Mhm.
has a rib cage,
Yeah.
and I hit it so that it runs into Chad because Chad fucking knocked me out. So hopefully it knocks him prone, but you know.
Nice. And it just it bounces off of his large pachyderm.
Personally, I feel like
Body.
you should have to do a Constitution or a dexterity save. to-
Well,
I
the creature's
saved your
only
life.
about
I got
40
4
pounds,
monsters off
so-
you.
Yeah, he actually probably saved you more health than he cost you there.
Yep.
Like,
Huge.
What
How-
am I rolling?
well, you didn't know what I was gonna do. I was gonna be fine.
I didn't know what I was gonna
I
do.
wouldn't hurt my teammates. All 3 of them would have been knocked down or dead.
Well, it all worked out. They're knocked down or dead.
So there's a
Oh god.
No, no,
and
dead.
in the center of this thing's chest is like this spherical thing that's kind of almost like hovering in the middle of this cavity in his chest. It has like this tiny head and this big like mechanical and flesh body around it, and the little orb kind of just hovers in the center of this cavity in his chest with like electricity
Oh god,
going
we're all
around.
lined up.
And this energy just comes out and tears up the ground in a 30-foot cone. So there's the ruler. So I thought I got close enough, but I didn't.
yes.
On an ironic note, it all goes into the fissure and misses.
So you two need to make me a strength saving throw, DC 14.
Okay, strength save.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Good to go.
Nice. So both of you, all these sound waves just like wash over you, and your clothes kind of whip back, and all of the ground and foliage just kind of get torn up. All the plant life gets torn up in that area even more as this thing shoots that at you, and then it tries to grab Deuce again. 17 misses.
There's 17 hits. Should hit.
No, you're
Uh,
not.
Your AC is actually well.
You still may change it to 16. So
You're right. So it hits, and then I need you to roll me a con save versus 14. All right.
Oof.
So you are pulled 20 feet to right next to it, and you take 7 damage, 7 slashing damage, if it matters. At which point, it is going to claw you.
Plate mail gives half damage on slashing.
Oh,
Oh
no.
my god, why? For 19 slashing damage, as this thing brings down its big fist and
Oh,
slashes
God.
at you. You can also see that it has like this big like wrecking ball kind of a thing just hanging off of its back. But it's not using that, so these smaller creatures are going to surprisingly move on forward.
I'm going to start
can't-
carving a tombstone while we wait for their movement.
And that's it. They can't attack. So these things are dead. And Garthelgar.
Nice. I gotta stand up and hit just within range. Stand up just within range to be able to use my bonus action pneumatic charge thing.
Pneumatic propulsion.
Well, no, the
Oh, you're using the supersonic
the
charge.
supersonic charge.
You got supersonic heal?
No, I don't. Listen, I'm a cleric of nature. If you die in battle, that's what the nature gods want.
I think we might have planned this party a little roughly.
I'll heal you if you survive.
If you survive.
Yeah, I mean, if you live through the battle, then you survive, right? Survival of the fittest.
We'll hand out all this to you.
So this will add 1d8 to my
Attack if you hit.
my attack if I hit. I'm gonna grab my warhammer with my little tentacle arm, prehensile tentacle arm, and I'm gonna try and smash him. The big guy. I'm gonna try and smash the big guy. I'm gonna use my DM inspiration to get advantage on this attack.
Nice.
And let's fucking swing on him. That is a
Nice.
23
That is a hit.
to hit.
Definitely
hits. Oh no! Why? I rolled a 2. With my
That'll happen.
God damn it! Only 9. Wow.
So you do 9 damage to him
Yeah.
as you like
Plus
crumple
3
in
strain.
a panel in his leg.
Yeah. Oh, that feels bad, man. That feels so bad.
You were just
9.
letting him know you're there, you know?
9 out of 16. Damn. All right. Let me just change.
Ooh.
Are you all set now?
Just a bardic. Yeah. That's
He
my
whips
turn.
back away to safety.
Henry.
Everyone does have healing potions, Rachel.
He's gonna move 10 feet. Difficult terrain halves your movement, right?
Correct.
Then move 10 feet, and I'm gonna make an attack on this this guy right here in front of me.
Sure thing. You hit. And you stab this thing clean through with your lance.
So there's like a kind of a ratcheting mechanism on the lance.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of wanted to ratchet back and just like pile driver and can be stuck on it because I'm going to use the rest of my movement to get in range to hit the one behind him.
Nice.
Where'd my bongos go?
I had to turn them off. They're driving me nuts.
Before you tell me if that hits, do I still? Yeah, we can use the. Oh, that's the wrong tab there. That's the one I needed to turn off. We'll use the Bardic to see if I can hit him or not.
Okay.
So I want some KDA stats after this fight.
Well, you
Viewers,
definitely-
that'll be you.
Killed and made an assist on me. So
You make contact, but you just scrape off of an armor plate that's on this creature.
I guess the other body has to slide off the lance. It was throwing off the aim.
Yeah, the weight is just not the same. Do you have anything else that you'd like to do?
Let's see, that was action. Do I have any bonus actions that would be useful
Action
here? I don't
surge.
think I do.
If you wanted to use it.
Like swinging a lance with like an impaled body on it. It's like Goku wearing the weighted clothes. You just gotta like shake it off to get to your normal speed.
Yeah.
I do want to action surge just because of that descriptor right there. I want to shake off the corpse and attack again.
All right, let's see it. You
Ooh,
hit.
That's what we want to see.
There you go.
Oh my god. Yeah, you like stab through this thing, and then it basically just like explodes. Like its torso just like erupts from the pressure of the lance.
Lightning
sticking through
arcs
so far.
everywhere.
Yeah, like it's just legs now with just like sizzling goop everywhere else. And Grim, that's you.
Oh, it's time to knock out
Appropriately.
my team.
That was worth it. That was 100% worth it.
Definitely.
Okay. I'm gonna move next to Deuce.
Mm-hmm.
stay the fuck away from me.
I'm gonna slap him on the ass with my trunk on the way by.
As a object interaction.
That
Yeah.
Yes.
makes it a little better. You just say good game though.
Okay, I want to use my DM, and I want to shattering smash the big Bruno.
Yep.
What size is this creature?
Large.
Is there something
only-
bigger than large?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. There's like
Yeah,
huge and
There's
gargantuan.
huge and
I
gigantic.
assume 17 doesn't hit, so I'd like to use my.
That does hit, actually.
It does. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I don't. Ooh. Yeah. Okay, that's that.
All right, so you're using Shattering Smash for
Mhm,
32 damage, or 34 damage.
mhm.
Damn. And then
That's a lot
it
of
needs
damage.
to make a strength saving throw.
Yes. I
I
think
feel
it's
like
14.
It stays in place.
I feel like only the elephant could have made that punch, that smash. With only the elephant.
So
Can I do it again?
If you have another attack, yeah. So you guys next to this thing, when it hits, you can feel it in like the base of this in your chest.
The tip of my penis.
Yeah.
I just picture like their clothing and lappels just like blowing backwards.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely. Like all of the plant life and all the leaves and stuff just like blast out from the area, and you guys can like see the force like come out through the back of the creature.
Okay, so
Darthlogar's
let's-
cheeks, like he's like smiling as he sees you go to punch, and then it's just like you put like a leaf blower in your mouth as he like.
Yeah.
A leaf blower would kill me at this point, so maybe
Tone it back.
Okay, so we'll do that again. And can I use inspiration on his armor check?
You mean on your attack roll?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, not on my attack roll.
Oh, on his? No, you can't affect his roll.
Okay.
That
Ooh.
hits.
Oh, it's even worse. Oh God.
Oh my god!
So-
how are you hitting for
Instead of
that? What
this
the
time, so you like punch him in the chest, and then the armor like caves in, and then you cock back and you swing again, and this time your fist just goes straight through the metal plating and into the squishy bits, and like the gore just like sprays out through the armor in the back
Dude.
in this direction.
He has 20 charges on that.
30.
Yeah, but
But they
you'll
cost
see the
10 per one.
downside.
30 charges, but they each cost 10. He used all of them.
And
Okay.
recharging them
Before-
takes a long time.
Before he dies, I
Mhm.
want to do trunk ups with my trunk.
Trunk guts? Is that what you said?
Trunk ups, like push ups
Oh.
with his trunk.
Nice.
Okay.
My god.
And now everything is quiet,
Damage.
and the sun is now almost set.
God.
There's still one left.
Yeah, there's like one dude.
I see him. He's out there cowering.
We're not even
Check
gonna.
out.
'Cause you guys just obliterate that guy.
I'm pretty sure he just got killed by the
Wait,
armor
and
charge.
I
and
guess
blood
this
spell
guy
from
like
this
way
nigga.
over here. Like
He was collateral damage.
I guess this guy just runs. He just fucks off.
Yeah, he was hiding over there.
Yeah, he's
He was
just like,
seeing
"Alright, he's just
which
fuck
way
off."
the battle was gonna go.
Yeah, when a giant elephant like just double sucker punches your boss and they explode, you're probably like, yeah, nah, I'm not going in there.
I don't need this job anyway. We'll find somewhere else to
We're
work.
good.
49 damage doesn't even seem. That's so
why
crazy.
once I read it, I was like, oh, I know what we're doing.
What is the max
Yeah.
damage you can do with that?
That's pretty close.
It's 7
Yeah.
times 7 plus what? I don't know.
7
Either
times.
way,
Yeah,
7
that's
times
a lot.
8, yeah. But see, he nerfed it, and at the beginning, I don't know if you're listening, I was complaining about he nerfed it because it was originally 8d9, it's 78 now.
It was
It's
9d8
still really good.
It was
because
98.
I was expecting people to take it later, but then as soon as you built it, and then I saw that you could like fit it into this build, I was like, all right, I gotta rein this in, and I think I have to rein in it a little bit further, but we'll figure
That's
that
why
out.
Oh, it's fine.
so you can.
Fine.
It's perfectly good. No complaints are on the
Yeah,
table.
it should be
Oh yeah,
98.
also the corpse flies through the forest as well. I forgot about that because
Yeah.
you do launch it, and it doesn't get to make a save against it. It just goes.
I just thematically, as the little guy next to me runs away, I just want to use my whip to trip him and like
Oh,
just
yeah.
break his neck on a rock as he falls.
Yeah, so like this scene is like at sunset, so it's like all the like pink and orange light, and it's just like raining blood on you guys as you like grab this
Nice. That's a good song.
this gremlin and just snap its neck.
Is that what we're eating for dinner? Gremlin.
I mean, you can. I'm not going to.
Could eat your enemies.
I picked up some fruit and some mushrooms today while we were traveling, so.
It's true.
And being a dwarf, mushrooms are one
Do
of my
either
favorite
that
foods.
fruit, do the fruit or the mushrooms heal me for 51 health by chance?
No, but sleeping will.
Sleeping will, yeah.
I immediately fall
will-
over. I immediately sleep right next. Yep, next to the
Oops.
dead bloody
We'll
pile
just make
right
sure-
there.
Henry, knowing Hodius might be interested in what's here, is going to just start ripping anything that looks cybernetic off corpses
Yep, you
and
got
throwing it on Herbert.
the big guy, and then these two guys over here. They all have cybernetic looking stuff. This big guy has a lot.
Yeah, he's just going to throw the whole big guy on Herbert.
I'll
Let's see if
cure.
they have any refill
you-
charges.
You survived, Deuce, so I will heal you at 4th level. For what's that? 12 plus 15, 27, I think. Do the math right?
27.
Yeah, 27 each.
Is there an easier way to put? I am just gonna do the math because I'm smart.
You can do plus and then the number.
Yeah, so if you like
And
click
it'll
on your
autofill it.
character and like the little bubbles pop up, you can like click in the red bubble and just hit, and the little text thing will pop up, and you can type in plus or minus a number to subtract.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Add.
That is
quickly.
easier. I was just doing it in my head, but I mean,
Yeah. There's
Man, I was not
that.
expecting that. I was like, oh, cool, I'm going to run over there and have a chance to get a couple hits on it. No.
I'll also do mass healing word for all of us. So Deuce, you get another 10, and everyone else gets plus. That way,
Yeah, I think-
if we take a long rest and get ambushed in the night, hopefully, I'll be down a couple spell slots, but hopefully we won't just get murdered right out the gate.
I wanted to use my cool weapon.
No, it's fine. I'm glad you showed up, though, Beeb.
Ooh, hey.
Hey,
I
you
mean,
are-
I feel that pain too, Beef. Like I did like what,
Hey.
14 damage this whole fight.
I will.
Chad,
I
you
will
want this
say,
speech later.
You know what?
Take
I'll
it,
leave everything to you the next fight.
take it from the players who've done this before. Sleeping in the jungle is just as dangerous as the daytime.
Oh, yeah, if not more so.
Yeah.
I said we get on top of that rock on the top right of us, northeast of us, or is that just more?
It's
This is all trash. It's all just.
It's just trash.
I mean, you can
I'm gonna
sleep on
jump
top of
here.
it if you want.
Can I,
Oh
like,
my
try
god,
and
whatever the
help
animal was just in my right ear scared the hell out of me.
I'm gonna try. Can I like search the area for like a safe place to sleep? I think we use survival.
Yeah. Stealth.
Stealth. Never mind.
Henry will do it because Henry wants to find a tree to sleep in. He doesn't like sleeping on the floor anymore.
Sounds good.
What is this little like rock below us? Is that like a
It's
overhang?
like a
or-
cliff. Yeah.
Is there
it's like a
is there an indent on the bottom of the cliff, or is it like
cliff.
vertical?
No, there isn't. But searching the area, Henry, you don't really find very good spots to sleep. You would have to travel a little bit more to find a good spot.
Mm,
You know, I
And-
almost took a scroll of fabricate. I could have just like made like a hut out here.
And we have to end in like 5 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just making sure.
I wake up in 6 hours.
Henry is going to find the nicest looking tree and skitter up it and start
I'm gonna make a
camping
stealth
out for the night.
Can I make a stealth check to see if I
Nice.
find something?
So Henry rolled for the entire party for that.
Okay.
You can do an individual stealth roll to just hide yourself, but the whole party wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, screw my
Ooh,
party.
yeah.
I'm gonna stealth roll.
This
Jesus
spot seems good because there's a cliff here, or at
Yeah.
least something they could back up against if they were comfy.
Deuce, you're like, yeah, right underneath this tree would be great.
I'm gonna
gonna
lay
try-
under him, so when he falls out, he lands on me.
I'm gonna
Perfect.
try my
That's
luck.
teamwork.
Oh, good.
Yeah, Grim, you
He's-
find like a bush that you could sleep in.
He is very heavy. He's almost 300 pounds, so I hope you're not right underneath him because if he falls out of this tree, it's gonna hurt.
Well, my stealth check said that was a great spot, so that's where I'm at apparently.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna try to look like a boulder.
You know what? If we're all
Perfect.
rolling stealth, I might as well roll my own. I got a 1.
Yeah, you might as well save it.
Yeah, no, none of us are stealthy anymore.
Garthilgar, you know this tree is looking real good.
You know who needs to roll stealth for us is our
Is
DM.
Garfield gonna sleep on top of me?
Yeah.
God, the dwarf man.
No, I sleep under
And
you. I
he-
use you as a blanket.
I don't
He
have to
stinks too.
He's
Wait,
a
what?
dwarf.
Hey, listen.
Dwarf. What do you expect?
That's profiling. That's racist. And I'm a cleric. I know about cleanliness.
So
and
you smell like
things.
herbal.
That wasn't.
I'm a nature cleric, so I do use those like hippie crystals as deodorant.
That
Patchouli.
wasn't a shot at the
patchouli oil
dwarf.
and, like hippie crystals.
Henry's a bugbear. They don't really bathe.
What?
He stinks.
I liked since I knew that the previous generation when the metal was for the old world, they used deodorant, so I used deodorant as well. I found a stick laying somewhere, and
Nice.
I'm very clean. So I'm sleeping with the dirty boys though.
So we're gonna fade to black on you all cuddling up underneath this tree. That Grim is in a bush somewhere, and Henry is up in the tree, but the dwarf and the half orc settle in under this tree as the sun goes down.
I ate beans for dinner, by the way. Have fun.
Nice. Are you guys doing a watch? I feel like that's important to set up before we totally.
Yeah,
I'm not watching. I'm sleeping.
Henry will do a watch.
Cool.
He's in the tree. He's already got the watch position, so why not?
True. And recharging your cybernetics is like you just find a plug that's out here in the
There's a
jungle.
plug on the tree we're on, right?
Let me just
yeah.
check.
I just plug in my iPhone while I fall asleep.
Basically. And the reason it would take a while, but overnight you can refill all your charges, Grim.
I
But,
would
like,
like
throughout the
to
day, you wouldn't be able to.
suggest that.
Yeah, I put a lot of work in. I'm gonna need the whole night.
Yeah. I want to suggest that I'll take second watch like over the night because I got dark vision, and then Grim, you could take the last watch whilst the sun's coming up, because my
So I can
light
see.
cantrip, my light cantrip only lasts for an hour. So I like
Okay.
when we're doing the turnover, I'll cast light for you so that like you have like a flashlight kind of deal if you hear something.
Can
and
I
then
still charge
hopefully
while
it'll-
I'm on watch?
I don't know, Ethan.
Yeah, I mean,
Chad plugs into a male connector though. We all know how that happens.
Yeah.
okay. Didn't see that one coming, but all right.
All of us
I
surrounded
suppose-
this one tree, like we're all like, it's like being at a Starbucks, and we're all like, "Hey man, look, you've been on that outlet for like 45 minutes now. Can I get some juice to like charge my phone?"
Is there a barista out here? Because
Yeah, we just
Definitely
murdered it.
not.
Just blew a hole
Yeah.
in its chest.
it was actually just making coffee, and we just really
Yeah.
fucking
That's
like-
what it was.
We just ran up and murdered everybody, but these are actually like a peaceful village.
He was just trying to grab Chad. Here's your pumpkin spice.
Yeah, Grim Crash is definitely a pumpkin spice kind of.
Yeah.
So that's
I'm a
the end of part
peppermint
one.
mocha kind of guy.
I'm a caramel macchiato type of guy.
Now, see, that's like
believe
a
that.
legit drink. That's like a legit drink.
I've made about 400 million of those in my lifetime.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Oh yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, good first run. I liked it. It's a lot of fun.
First session is
I-
always a little shaky, but yeah. Thanks.
I really didn't expect you to just Mike Tyson's punch out the boss, but hey, it happened.
Yeah, like the
you know?
boss was like this almost the easiest thing in the whole fight.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I
You ever seen
honestly,
Little Mac in the game just get flung in the air? Same concept.
I like legit
But I could-
saw that it was like 9:15 when we started this fight, and I was like, with all these guys and that big dude, like, there's no way we're gonna be done at 10. And then
I
Chad comes
thought the
along
same
and
thing.
punch, game over. Like, oh well, we like got out exactly on time. All right, cool.
I don't think
Yeah, I'm
there's
pretty
ever,
proud.
I don't think there's ever been anything more brutal than a cybernetic, nomadic, Lexodon, barbarian.
Yeah.
Like
With a
that's,
rail gun for an arm.
yeah. It's freaking, imagine if you would have given your trunk a cyber trunk. You should have had a cyber trunk.
That has to go in. We need to have Cybertrunk for Loxodons. That's
Yeah, if we ever, like, if we're so lucky as to level up at any point during this, we need to give you like another cyber
And
line
the
and
trunk,
just make it a
you do
trunk.
so many cool things with a cybernetic trunk. Honestly,
You know, I'll just do trunk ups. So
yeah. I have metal hair. You'll have a metal trunk. We need to get Bugbear like some metal ears or something.
my entire lower half is made of metal and allows me to flip 360 and spider climb. I don't think there's much more metal left for my body.
let's get him a porcupine
yeah.
mod. He could be like a metal porcupine.
The dwarf needs metal stilts so he can.
Is there reflect damage?
I almost took the stilt legs, but I wanted to charge instead.
I should have took him so I could have teabagged that boss once I was done.
Oh,
during.
hell yeah. All right, guys. I think we're gonna, the Apocalypse Roadshow is back this weekend, so we are gonna raid into stream team member the Liching Hour here. But before we go, I just wanted to pop another link up in the chat. Everybody go follow Ethan. He streams. He does cool artwork. This character that is dead now. But this is some of the stuff that he draws on his stream. So you can also well, you know what, Ethan, how about you tell him what your streams are normally like.
My streams are normally, I'm trying to figure out how to make this thing full screen. Is it that? Yeah, there we go. My streams are normally making mechanical monstrosities, kind of like what this monster is, collaboratively with chat. So I start drawing, and then you can use your channel points that we call Mecha Juice to buy parts off of a menu, and that I have to instantly start incorporating when you buy it, unless there's a queue. And we come up with some weird stuff, and I'm hopefully be using some of that for this.
I'm still very slowly drawing the coloring in that October piece so that I can get 70,000 Mecha Juice and make you draw something with 35 mouths on
Sounds awesome. Looking forward to it.
it. Oh,
Yeah, they usually come out pretty chaotic.
I would like to call that monstrosity the Great Devourer.
Definitely.
Like it. Oh yeah, let's go around the table here though, and let them know what you guys do. Or does everyone stream? Let's start with Beef. I don't know. Do you stream, Beef?
I do. Not as often as I should, but I am affiliated, so I stream sometimes. But I play like FPS games and stuff. I don't do artsy stuff like these boys. I'm not good enough at it. But mostly FPS games. Yeah.
And it's BVB, right?
Yep, BVB. Thank you.
And Chad, what you got going on this week?
Stream typically Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. one of my favorite FPS wingmen is here tonight. Beeve. We typically play Rainbow Six. Almost like a religion here and there, but that's about it. Yeah, FPS games with Beeve. Typically, you can catch both of us.
And we did the
Oh yeah,
Don't Explode.
yeah. Keep talking. No one explodes. Beeve runs VR. We run dual cams, and I'm the expert trying to help him defuse the bomb
Expert is a strong
while
word.
he's in his
You say
VR
expert,
gear.
but you guys were doing pretty good when I was watching you.
It was pretty cool.
We're gonna have to catch
Yeah.
the VOD for that, as I wasn't around that night when you streamed it.
It was pretty good. I have not watched one VOD since I've streamed for the last 2.5 years now. I can't stand watching myself.
Yeah.
I watched this one VOD, just pure happenstance, clicked on it, and I watched it. I enjoyed it. So,
Sangretti, what do we got going on this week?
Actually, we don't have anything going on this week. Unfortunately, the 18th was our last stream for the year, or at least planned stream. I may do something along the way, but we don't have anything planned until January, just because it's the end of the holiday season. We want everyone to be able to be with their families.
Hey, fair enough. I was kind of hoping for a Die Hard this week, but I get it.
Because what is this Die Hard Christmas movie thing? Everyone.
Because it's a Christmas movie. It's set
Yeah.
during Christmas.
Yeah, I can
cable
explain
TV
it.
did it for like 20 years.
So dumb.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie. It is set on Christmas. Die Hard 2, also a Christmas movie, also set on Christmas in an airport. Die Hard 3, not a Christmas movie. That's where it stops.
Bruce Willis is the least Christmas thing I can think of.
Die Hard 3 is actually a St. Patrick's Day movie. Actually,
They're
I
always
have
on
no idea.
holidays.
That'd be hilarious though if it was like
Die
it's
Hard-
it's like an Arbor Day movie.
Bruce Willis saved middle-aged men for countless years during Christmas by allowing them to watch him on Christmas shoot people
Exactly.
instead of
Instead of
watching normal
watching-
Christmas stuff.
Like some cartoon elf.
Yeah, it's like, son, you want to watch a Christmas movie? Yeah, Dad. Well, let's throw on some Die Hard.
Exactly. All right, guys. Like I said, we're gonna raid into the Liching Hour here. You can find me Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, usually between 3 and 7 p.m. Eastern. Sometimes I don't make it because my sleep schedule's all messed up right now. And I'm just doing random stuff. I don't really know. I'm kind of all over the place. I got multiple projects going, so I don't really know what I'm doing from day to day. But you can come hang out with me during the week and collect those channel points so that you can give us inspiration and stuff during our next episode, which is for the next 2 Saturdays. It's the 26th and the 2nd. We will be doing this cool campaign, and then Ozrin Tales will return with session 0 for season 2 on January 9th. Thanks for DMing for us, Ethan, and thanks for
Thank you,
everybody
Ethan.
for
It
playing.
was actually really fun.
And thanks to everyone else for watching. We'll see you guys next week.
Come back next
Bye-bye.
Saturday.